Yeah. Check, check. Yes, indeed. Check, check. I'm going to give y'all a second to get in the building. What's popping? Let me check my phone. Make sure the alert even went out. You understand? Let me see. Did the alert go out? Check, check. Whoa. What is the deal, man? What's popping? Whoa, E-Dog. What's popping, my bro? First in the building. Yes, indeed. Woke up quick at about noon. Just thought that I had to be in Compton soon. Yes, indeed, man. Hopefully the Pelicans can get a win tonight, bro. This has been outrageous, and we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk through, some of the things I've been noticing during the game, and of course we got the membership episode dropping tomorrow. Yes, indeed. So hold up. I thought it was interesting that they decided not to start Jordan Poole. I thought it was very interesting that they didn't start Jordan Poole. E, you said you got a good feeling about tonight. Yo, E, let me ask you this though. So in the event that they lose tonight, will you chalk it up? Whoa, what's happening with you, Ashton? Will you chalk it up to just more growing pains from the standpoint of no, Poole not starting. Poole coming off the bench. From what I saw online, Poole is coming off the bench tonight. Will you chalk it up to just more like growing pains? Or will you say like, nah, Borrego, you got to get the fuck up out of here. Something's awry. Hold up 1 second, y'all. Because I'm at the end of my rope with Borrego. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm at the end. I am at the motherfucking end. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to cue something up real quick. Because some stuff I don't understand just from a schematic standpoint. Some things I'm just not understanding from a schematic standpoint. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt and time and all that shit, but I mean, fuck, how much time you want? You know what I'm saying?
The New Orleans Pelicans
I'm only human.
15-man roster.
I'm only human. Shit. So, I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all know typically when I'm like out on a player or out on a just anyone, just in general, it's usually on the money. So if I'm on the money with this, then if I'm on the money with this observation, that says a lot about Borrego. I hope I'm wrong and he can just round the turn, but I don't know if I see that happening, truthfully. Whoa, what's the deal, Rock? What's happening with you? Yeah, Rock. Lee, what's popping? T5 the Great, what's happening? Mason, what's good? Most Hated, what's happening with you? Jaden, what's popping? Louisiana Gal, how you doing? Cam, whoa, what's popping? Yo, so, see, some of y'all saying, whoa, what up, game? What up, my dog? See, some of y'all already saying y'all out on Borrego, and that's kind of my position as well, truthfully, because, like, that observation Rocky made about, all right, so DeJounte and Zion, the only two guys out, right? Mind you, the Memphis Grizzlies have had Ja Morant out, Zach Edey out, Brandon Clark out, Vince Williams at one time, I think, he was out. Ty Jerome still out. Scottie Pippen Jr. had all these injuries, and they still managed to win about 10 games. Whereas the Pelicans, they've had situations where they were only missing 1 or 2 players, and they still sitting at 3 fucking wins. And that's 1 win total in the whole Borrego tenure. It's unacceptable, man. I don't care what excuses people make. It's unacceptable. It's true. It's unacceptable, dog. Like, for real. It really is, man. Well, shout out to my dog Michael Morgan getting it popping with the super chat. He said, what's good, bro? Do you think Troy's keeping Poole or trading him? Him coming off the bench for the Pels is wild. Michael Morgan, I'm hoping that this is just a 1-game thing so he can get his legs back underneath him, pause. But I think Troy's going to keep Jordan Poole, personally. And at this point, he wouldn't have much value anyway, even at salary, because he still got a year left on his contract. I think they're going to try to run it back at least until the offseason, personally. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal perspective. You say somebody got to teach the team how to play defense. Whoa, what up, Looney? Rock, that's another good observation. Whoa, what up, Chris Gray? Yeah, defensively, this team's been really bad. I think because if you look at who you're starting, Trey isn't like an incredible starting wing on defensively. Herb just got back, but his defense has kind of been not so great this year. Derik Queen's not good defensively. Jeremiah Fez, he tries hard, but he's not really good defensively either. It's not a very strong unit defensively. It's really missing that anchoring big. Let me see. Whoa, what's happening, Q? Louisiana Gal, any thoughts on it coming out that Joe doesn't want to trade her? Louisiana Gal, I think that's more of I don't want to say a smoke screen, but that's more of a negotiating tactic. Like, you wouldn't say that, oh yeah, we looking to get rid of him. Just give me anything. I think they're gonna be like, nah, we really don't want to trade him. To kind of boost his value. I think it's all, political personally. Like political and optics personally. Let me see. Young Weezy said Herb looked like Herb last game. Yeah, man, Herb looked good last game. Hopefully that trend continues. Hopefully that trend continues and you sell high. Hayes Lean said, yo, what up, Chaz? Can I get happy birthday? Oh yeah, happy birthday, Big Lean. Happy birthday to Lean's Pops, man. Much blessings to you and many more, family. Shout out to all the Sagittarius in the building. Happy birthday to your father, man. I hope y'all have a great weekend and celebrate and do it big, man. Take him and get a nice steak. Chris Gray said, Chaz, in Minnesota haven't acquired a PG by the deadline. You think they'd trade Reed and DeJounte for Poole? Wait, trade Reed for DeJounte? Oh, I'm sorry, I read too fast. Chris Gray, that's a good question. I think it depends on where DeJounte is in his recovery, because again, we haven't seen or heard from DeJounte in a very long time. So, which is actually pretty bad PR on the Pelicans. And if he's really in California, what was that tonight, Ward? If he's really in California rehabbing right now, hopefully he's close to returning in January. And if that's the case, I still think it would be hard for them to move off of Naz Reid, because I think they'd probably rather move off of Julius Randle than Reed, honestly. Whoa, what's that? Who that, Nola? Q say everybody hit. Oh yeah, everybody hit the like button, please. If everybody take a second prior to tip off and hit that like button for me, man, that'd be great. I can't see how many people in the building right now, but I appreciate if everybody take a chance and hit that like button, man. If you aren't a member, become a member. We drop a new episode tomorrow. Loon, you heard DeJounte still having relationship issues. It happens to the best of us, man. You know who, and I don't mean no disrespect when I say this. You know who mama fine, bro? DeAndre Hopkins. I think, is it D-Hop? If D-Hop is playing for the Ravens right now, because it gets to the point where a lot of these motherfuckers starting to look alike. But if Hopkins playing for the Ravens right now, Hopkins' mama is fine, bro. I'm talking about fine. I don't mean no disrespect. I mean that in the most respectful way possible. She is fine. Rock say, I was able to get Leonard Miller and Naz Reid on the Pels in 2K. I wonder what they do with Dillingham. Because are y'all surprised that Dillingham hasn't really gotten, seized the reins at this point? Kind of like the same thing that happened with homie in Houston with Reed Shepard. Like, these young point guards not really, seizing the reins. Maybe Reed Shepard's more of a combo guard. But I'm surprised that Minnesota is still looking for a guard. And you got Dillingham right here. P. Fowler, how you doing, sis? Chris Gray said it's been reported Schmidt is making a halftime cameo. Have you heard this from your sources, Chaz? No, I haven't. Well, what's happening, Bree? Say we'll be in that Kobe White trade. Now that would be interesting. Whoa, what's happening, Trey? If they get Kobe White, would be very good for Minnesota. That would be excellent. I'm trying to think about the salary they have to send out, but that would be excellent. We should trade Jose for Dillingham immediately. If they would do that today, that's the first thing that popped into my mind when I saw that report. I'm like, y'all do that today, y'all can have Jose. How about it? He's younger. He's younger than Conley. He got the same dog mentality. You know what I'm saying? He could shoot. Yeah, Liam, Jose been rumored around the Nets forever. Like, that been like a long-standing rumor, like Jose to the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know. I mean, if it ever comes to fruition, hopefully it does, though, and the Pelicans can get an asset. But, I mean, I think he's more likely to go to a contender. And if you look at teams that need guards that are contenders, you got Houston and you got, Herb going coast to coast. Herb coast to coast, and Herb picks up a foul. Okay. Damn, Herb got to stay out of foul trouble, son. This is crazy. Hold on, let me get the play-by-play going for y'all. All right. Herb goes coast to coast. Herb picks up a foul. That dude Deanie been playing well, dog, but... Whoa, what's happening with you, Jess? How you doing? Say Kobe a Zion guy, too. I like Kobe. I wanted us to get Kobe this offseason. I wanted us to trade DeJounte for Kobe and Vooch. Because I thought the... What the hell? Oh, good shit on the and one right there from Fears. I thought the Bulls was going to look the tank. But they didn't. Say no. The Knicks? Ugh. I'm trying to think, who would they trade on the Knicks, though, for Jose? Salary-wise, I'm trying to think who it would be. On Jose for the Knicks. Who would it be, y'all? I'm really confused because it couldn't be Mitchell Robinson. You say Louisiana guest, the same person who told me DeJounte was in LA told me he'll be returning to the team within the next 2-3 weeks. DeJounte was also out the Ride Wave concert, bouncing around, looking good. Yeah, I think they got to show that DeJounte is healthy, and he can play a couple of minutes, and then they potentially look to move him in February to a team like Minnesota that's looking for some backcourt help. But DeJounte's salary being so high still makes him difficult to move. You would almost have to be looking to attach something to DeJounte to make a salary situation work out, in my opinion. Trey say Jose to Indy was popular too. Oh yeah, look, to me, if they get move Jose for Ben Mathurin, I'll do that in a second. Because Ben Mathurin about to be a restricted free agent, if I'm not mistaken. Say, how come Herb don't get respect from the refs like the other respected defenders? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. It's so much of the shit is bang bang. It could just really be the market he's in, honestly, because if you watch how the Knicks defend and how OKC defend, they get a major benefit of the doubt. They say Mason Rick said Carleck, that small guard, and Abusel. I probably would need a second. I don't know. Basketball 45312 say, what do you think of AD to the Raptors? Honestly, the Raptors in a real tough spot, right? The Raptors in a spot where you gotta pick a lane and you gotta decide which area you want to develop in. I personally think the Raptors should probably, if they do the Anthony Davis trade, if they do the Anthony Davis trade, they got to look to move one of those older wings. So, they're not moving Scotty. So, it's going to come down between RJ and Brandon. Man. And if they got a decision to make with that, because RJ probably gone no matter what. But it's going to be interesting what they decide to do with Brandon. Brandon had a couple nice games in a row. But Brandon and Scotty, it's a situation where Brandon and Scotty never have good games on the same night. Like their good games traditionally don't coincide. So you're gonna have to pick, like, am I building around Scotty Barnes, someone who can shoot threes, or am I gonna be building around Brandon Ingram? Oh, great pass right there to Trey for that alley. Say defensively, to get away with playing physical at the team, the officials got to see you play like that on a consistent basis. That's also a good point. And I think also you can't look so overmatched and overpowered physically. That's why them getting bigger and stronger, it would give them the benefit of the doubt. Because if you're a scrawny guy and you knock somebody off that spot, the referee is just going to be like, oh, you must have fouled them because you don't look strong enough to knock a motherfucker off their spot. It's all psychology, too, I think. Like when you're a person like Shea, they be like, oh, well, Shea, he doesn't miss shots. So he had to be fouled to miss because he don't just miss. It gives you the benefit of the doubt when you got the reputation for doing something effective and well. And Pelicans just also struggle to defend without fouling. Herb does foul. I'm not gonna lie and say he doesn't. He fouls, and Misi fouls quite a bit as well. Say if Joe doesn't trade Herb but trade, how can the Pelicans actually get better without them trading their future picks? Man, Louisiana Gal, you really hit the nail on the head. I don't think the Pelicans really have a lot of avenues for them to get better and acquire depth without trading Herb. Truthfully, because Misi don't make enough money. Zion make too much money. DeJounte make too much money. If you trade Jordan Poole or Trey, you're not really answering your situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you trade Jose or Trey, you still need 3-point shooting. Like, you're going to end up in the same issue you were in initially. You follow me? So it's like the Pelicans need to find a way to add more 3-point shooting without giving a ton up. So to me, that means unless you're getting a Godfather offer, Trey should be off the table. As it currently stands, Jordan Poole probably should be off the table because you wouldn't get much from him anyway right now. And you gotta find a way to move Jose, Herb, Hawkins, and potentially Zion. Oh, and DeJounte too, in my opinion. Because you ain't got a lot of assets to build around. You got your own picks, which is always good. But generally, they don't have a ton of assets. That was a great pass right there by Trey Murphy. Whoa, I'm at the barber. Poole back. Yeah, Poole back, JKL. He should be coming off the bench. He should be coming off the bench tonight. Sauce said he need to stream somebody. Can somebody shoot him a stream? I'm watching on, whatchamacallit, Sauce I'm watching on League Pass. Say, you think DeAndre Jordan could be a good mentor for Queen offensively in regards to sharing what he's seen from Jokic? You know what, Chris Gray? I think Derik Queen... I kind of think Derik Queen doesn't need much more progression offensively. I kind of think Derik Queen kind of just needs a jumper. But aside from that, I kind of think, and he kind of needs to be a little more efficient around the rim. But as far as IQ and dissecting plays and stuff like that, I kind of think Derik Queen was more of a ready-made prospect. It's just how you feel about the upside. Like, if you feel like he has upside on offense, I don't know if I agree with that. I think maybe from, what was that in the Shaqzilla? I think maybe from, a shooting perspective he does. But I don't think there's any real advice or things like that people could give him to make him be more effective offensively. I think you just got to put the ball in his hands. And he could work on his physique and his motor a little bit more. He can get stronger. But his handle's good. His footwork is good. Maybe his finishing. He could work on his finishing and become a little more efficient around the rim. Louisiana Gal says the arena is empty again. Gal must go. Where's Rita? Man, I don't know where Rita at, but this is crazy. Like, that's why I'm telling people, man. Oh, you know what? Bree Trey actually leading the team in rebounding, if I'm not mistaken. That's why I tell people, dog. I don't think the city would survive a traditional rebuild. The city wouldn't survive that, bro. Like, people can say what they want, like, oh, we just want to see fun basketball. No, you don't. You want to see the team win. You're fucking lying. If you say you want to see fun basketball and no wins, you're lying. Because the game's been fun. They just been losing. So why the arena empty? Why nobody there? Because they've been losing. Teams want to see people win. This is about winning. Like, so I don't think they would survive a traditional rebuild because people are not going to the games. Let me see. King Smith, King Sam. Shout out to King Sam. Say, am I crazy to think this should be the starting lineup if we have Poole, Zion, and Murray back? This starting lineup, I probably would disagree. I probably disagree because I still think defensive rebounding would be an issue. I think you need a center, and you need to be able to put Derik Queen at the 4, because once this offense is unable to score, they can't stop nobody neither. So it becomes like a larger issue. Game Oswald said, if you could take this team and put them in the right organization, coaching staff, doesn't have to be the same team. Who you going with? Wait, put them with the right organization, coaching staff? Oh, you mean the players? I would probably put Trey either in Utah or in Denver. I would put her probably with OKC, maybe San Antonio. OKC or San Antonio. I'd probably put Zion in Miami. Jordan Poole, I think you could kind of put Jordan Poole virtually anywhere, just by the way he plays. But yeah, as far as like the big names, that's kind of why I would look to put those type of guys. Oh, the entire squad at one. I think if this was I think if the Pelicans were in the Miami Heat organization, they'd be a lot better. I know that's like I would know what I say if this Pelicans team was in Utah, they would be better. If this Pelicans team was coached by the Utah Jazz coach, they'd be better. Damn, that's 2 fouls on Herb already. That's 2 fouls on Herb. Let me see. Young Conrad. Whoa, what's that, Conrad? Chris Gracie, I know Turner's been linked to the Pels to compliment Zion over the years. If Giannis gets traded, you think he'd be nice next to Queen? I don't, Chris Gray, because I think Walker Kessler would be the ideal target because Turner, his skill set, he just can't rebound, dog. He can't rebound, and his rim defense is so shaky that you will still have a questionable guy at the 5 right there. I think Turner averaged like 5 rebounds or some shit like in his career. He's not a strong rebounder. So it would just be tough, man, to really anchor that defense. That's why I want a large motherfucker like Walker Kessler personally. He shoot a corner 3. He's 7'2". He's not really injury prone like that. All he want to do is rebound and defend. Turner, he gonna want to shoot the ball a little bit. Turner kind of wants to be more of a focal point of offense as well. Let's see here. Oh, one thing the Pelicans got to the advantage is the Blazers do not be making their free throws though. Louisiana Gal say, who is the odd man out of rotation when Zion as DeJounte returns? Man, I'm not sure DeJounte ever play a minute for the Pelicans, but if he does, probably Jose and Hawkins. Them two probably totally out of the equation. Probably totally out of the equation. I think you still see McGon. Oh, god damn. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That Jordan Poole missed. That's some bullshit. Damn. Oh yeah, Oyeka would be nice, man. Oyeka would be nice. Oyeka would be nice, man. Okongwu. But he's more of like a undersized 5'4" hybrid type guy. The Pelicans really need a large body, pause. Because they gonna always lose against like larger dominant 5s. I don't know if Klingon playing tonight, but let's say if Klingon was playing, right? You got a guy like Klingon out there. Like the Pelicans couldn't do nothing with Klingon. Pelicans couldn't really do too much with Yang. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Klingon not playing tonight. Okay. So if Klingon was playing tonight, y'all, it would look a lot like Zach Edey out there. I'm telling y'all. If Klingon was playing, it would look a lot like when Zach Edey was out there. Because the dude's too big, too strong. Too big, too strong. JKL said we need to trade Murray. Yeah, man. I think, you know what would be interesting? If they could get Murray to the Clippers for Collins. Murray to the Clippers for Collins. Since they talking about they don't want to rebuild. And he already in LA. He a Crip. Send him to the Clippers. The Clippers for Jared Collins. I said Jared Collins. The Clippers for Collins. I think that'll be something interesting. The Pelicans get some salary cap relief. They get a stretch 4 or 5 guy who can help defend the rim a little bit. They add to their 3-point shooting. I think that would make a lot of sense personally. Whoa, what's that? Spectacular insight. What's going on with you? Lee Sandefeld said, are they any college centers that would fit next to Queen? Probably so. Admittedly, I haven't really been following college basketball just yet. I like Thomas Sauber a lot last year. I think what you really need is a large body grunt work type player, truthfully. Where you find that at, I'm unsure. That was great defense right there by Jordan Poole on that block. Where you find that at this point, I'm unsure. But you would hope that Hunter Dickinson would be somebody like that, but Hunter Dickinson is soft. I mean, I don't want to call the man soft. Hunter Dickinson is not as physical as you would need him to be for that size. I think he's like 7'2". Can't really rebound. He sets a decent screen here and there, but he's just not really a threat to do anything. So, Troy Weaver got his work cut out for him. What the Pelicans might end up doing if they don't make a trade this offseason and acquire more first round picks, they probably look to buy a second round pick from someone. They probably look to buy a second round pick because what's his name? Jordan Hawkins. Buffkin from Atlanta was traded for cash considerations. So that gotta be about the same market for Jordan Hawkins. And that's before Jordan Hawkins signed that contract extension. Not extension, but before they picked up his option. So now this offseason, Jordan Hawkins is going to be a $7 million expiring. So if he was worth cash considerations before, going into this offseason, he probably ain't worth too much of nothing unless you taking on a bad contract in exchange. You're probably not getting no picks. So it's gonna be very, very interesting, man. Like, it's gonna be interesting. They got a couple ways out to build this roster, but all of them involve trading people, and particularly her. Say Troy is good at finding those type of players. But oh yeah, Troy found Duren, Isaiah Stewart. They calling Isaiah Stewart one of the best defensive bigs in the league, and that almost predates JB Bickerstaff joining that organization as well. So, I trust Troy Weaver's scouting, but the issue is you got to have picks, right? You could be a great scout, but if you ain't got no picks, you could be a great interior designer, but if you ain't got no money to buy none of the designs and furniture and decoration and shit, you assed out. You assed out. Bree and Jess, I know, did somebody buy y'all the Derik Queen jersey for Christmas? I know somebody got y'all the Derik Queen jerseys for Christmas. To the ladies in the chat, give me a thumbs up or a heart if somebody bought y'all a Derik Queen jersey for Christmas. It's an easy stocking stuff, a slam dunk Christmas purchase. I know y'all got them. Poole and Jose backcourt, I'm scared for my life. For my life. I think Poole just got to get the jitters out. One thing about Jordan Poole that I noticed as well is he's a rhythm player. So it's tough to incorporate that into a new, I won't say new team, but into a new offense that you haven't been in yet. First game back. It's going to be interesting. That's why I would have liked to see him kind of, join the team a little bit earlier, even if it was in limited minutes, just so he can get his rhythm and get his legs under him, see the ball go in a few times, get his confidence back. You know what I'm saying? But I think the Clippers, Collins, the Clippers would be probably one of my favorites to take Murray's contract back. That would probably be one of my favorites. Let me see. Jada said, Cheddar, this is the most empty I've seen the arena look in the last 5 years, man. My name is my name. Said the arena is depressing. Brian said you can't trade an injured player. Murray not going nowhere. Hot or cold type of guy. Sko said hot or cold type of guy. But see, here's the thing. With most hated, Murray gonna be back in January, supposedly in the deadline in February. You can trade his ass. You can trade him. Zeke, whoa, what's happening, my dog? Yeah, Poole playing. He out there on the court right now. But yeah, Sko, I kind of agree with you as far as him being hot or cold. That's been the situation this season. But he's also never had a consistent role this season. Like, he went from starting, 3 games, came off the bench, and he wasn't even like the 6th man. Like, he was like the 7th, 8th fucking man off the bench. It's crazy. Damn, that arena empty as a motherfucker. That arena ball head is a bitch. God damn. Is the high school, they got a high school championship game going on. Is that game over with already? Because maybe people just waiting. Them Christmas decorations look fly. Maybe people just waiting. Y'all think people waiting, or y'all think it's really just that empty? But the last Blazers game was empty too. The last Blazers game when they did the Fire Willie Green chant, that shit was empty too. Like, that shit was super empty. So the Blazers don't really have like stars, so that could be a part of it as well. Like, the Blazers ain't got nobody you really trying to go see if you're not a Blazers fan. The Blazers kind of like OKC, where they got a lot of homegrown talent, and they got a couple free agents here and there, but it's mostly homegrown talent. And keep in mind, the Blazers are injured too. The Pelicans should have the talent advantage tonight. That was a nice pass right there by my guy. It was a nice reverse dunk. Best player on the court right now for the Blazers is Deeney and like Shaden Sharp. I think, Jeremy Grant back, but Jeremy Grant, I forgot. Great block right there by Eve. I forgot Jeremy Grant. Is that Trey third dunk? Oh, and one right there for Poole. Jeremy Grant got thrown out last game with Misi, right? Yeah, man, Deeney Cole. Chris and Lito did a show this offseason advocating for Deeney to be on the roster. And, of course, the Pelicans didn't go get him. And he got traded for, like, next to nothing, dog. Like, they gave him away. Washington gave Deeney away. Like, that's the most depressing shit ever. Let me see. Zeke says, Scott Steiner. You know, they say, I'm going to try to read it in my Scott Steiner voice. You know what they say, that all men are created equal. But you look at me some more, Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally, if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak. I'm not normal, so you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the 3-way at sacrifice, you got 33% and 1/3 chance of winning. But I got 66% and 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me and he's not even going to try. So Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and 1/3% chance minus 25% chance and you got an 8 and 1/3% chance of winning, but then you take my 75% chance of winning and we was going, all right, Scott, what the fuck? Scott Steiner, what the fuck? God damn, here come Jose. Here come Jose. Yo, that shout out to Scott Steiner, a.k.a. the Big Bad Booty Daddy. That was crazy. That goddamn. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, Zeke just keep hitting sin. This is crazy. Yo, shout out to my dog Zeke. See, I would have put it in the super chat pause, but it was too much. Go Pels. Yo, Scott Steiner was wilding. Say, you ain't scream boom shakalaka. That's Steiner mad at his best. Oh yeah, that's hitting my head with a chair. Math. What the fuck? Trey said, I wanted to trade Deeney and Gafford. Oh, yeah, man. And Gafford, you know what's funny? The advanced statistics didn't support Gafford, like, being helpful to Dallas. But if you was watching them games, man, Gafford was getting, like, 20 fucking rebounds. Gafford was playing defense. Gafford was balling. All right, look, Poole, this is the thing the Pelicans missed about Jordan Poole a lot. His ability to get to the free throw line. See, Bree on cue. This man about to shoot his 3rd free throw in the game. His ability to get to a free throw line would have helped drastically early in the season. It's the little things, man. It's all about hitting singles. Not just the 3-point shooting. It's about getting points wherever you can. And he makes his motherfucking, he makes his free throws. So that's another thing. He got to be shooting, what, like 95% or something along those lines? Zeke said he needs to teach a promo class right now. Scott was wild. Oh, yeah, Scott was out of his mind. Scott was out of his mind. See, spectacular insight. The Pelicans got 141% and 2/3% chance of losing. Oh man. See, the good thing is the Blazers are missing Klingon, and they doing great defense right there by McGowan's. Great defense. Great physical defense right there. Oh, all the way. McGowan's got a crazy like step and wingspan. He got crazy gait and wingspan. This is a long wing. Pause. Long wing. Pause. See. Game Osborne said, we winning tonight? Y'all think we winning? Yo, give me a like and put a W in the chat if you think we winning tonight. Put a W in the chat if y'all think the Pelicans winning tonight. Let me know. Let me know, because we could use a win. Because I'm telling y'all, I've been trying to keep shit. Y'all know I don't really play the politics shit too much. I've been trying to be as nice as possible, but my patience is running motherfucking thin. Patience running thin, boy. I'm about to give Borrego some choice words around this bitch. About to give him some choice words. Game Osborne say win. J. Cal say win. Who that say win. Shaq say win. T5 the Great say win. Lee Sandifer say win. Trey say win. Zeke say win. Okay. Young Nightwall say win. Okay. Ah, good hustle right there, Eve. Fuck off me. Let me see here. See, right now, the good thing is, I think Robert Williams out too, right? See, and we can't be giving up offensive boards, though. Where's Carlo, man? Are we going to see some Carlo minutes tonight? Robert Williams out and Klingon out. So I think all they got is Yang, if I'm not mistaken. That sounded crazy. All they got is Yang. But, we then, I guess the Pelicans got to go back to offering free tickets to the kids. They can't keep letting it be that empty. Raising ticket sales on a losing team was just dumb. Oh, yeah, it was awful. Yeah, Sadiq Bey hasn't made a shot yet. He hasn't. And I think he got blocked like 3 times. He missed a bunch of layups. But yeah, it was just awful. The ticket situation, like, you know, they be giving a lot of tickets away to like gas station companies like Chevron and I see gas companies, oil companies like Chevron, Shell, places like that. A lot of times people don't even go. A lot of times people don't go, man. Like, you know, it's what's today? Thursday? It's a Thursday. You know, it's the Blazers in town. Yeah. The Hornets would have had that shit packed. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The Hornets would have had that shit packed. Because motherfuckers was going to see the Hornets. Like, we didn't care who we was playing. People was in the city going to see the Hornets. It's just too many years back to back of losing. Wait, damn, Young Weezy Yang out too? God damn. So they don't even have a center. So, that don't fit. See, that don't really bode well for the Pelicans in that regard because that means they're going to just look to run and gun. So I wouldn't be shocked if the Blazers shoot a bunch of threes and just start running and gunning. And that's not necessarily a war that the Pelicans can keep up with. Damn, Sko, Sadiq Bey 0 for 7? That's what you saying, Sko? Are you saying the Pelicans 0 for 7 from beyond the arc? Whoa, what's that, Nazilla? Borrego likes the small ball lineups. I'm not a fan of that. Me neither, because if I'm Borrego and I know they don't have a center, I'm going to lean into my strength. My strength would be size and rebounding. I would be playing Carlo out there with Misi, or Carlo out there with Queen or Eve and Queen. I would be running my size out there because that's my only advantage right now. But that's not how Borrego coaches, man, for whatever reason. Not how he coaches. And you in the bonus right now, so you can at least run it in spurts. That was a nice dump ball pass right there by Poole. Misi just couldn't get a handle on it. Let me see. Zeke said if Zion was more in tune with the city, we might survive these loser streaks without the 75% of the bill. Yeah. Look, on cue, that goes to Deke Bay with his first made bucket. Yeah, I think they did some cool charity shit. That's one thing I'll say. They do a lot of great charity things. Zion and his family, Herb donated some money. Trade. They do a lot of cool charity things for the city. I think that's beautiful to see. To me, that youth service basketball, because, I think that's really awesome. But it's like, y'all cannot win no games, dog. And it's crazy. Oh, look, y'all. Look, we talked them up. Sadiq Bey with back-to-back buckets. Back-to-back buckets at the best time because it looked like the Pelicans was letting go of the rope. Oh, there you go. Jordan Poole, 8 points. He back. Jordan Poole coming back for his starting spot, y'all. Yo, do me a favor, y'all. Can y'all share the stream to y'all Twitter? Or if you go to my Twitter, @ChatterChaz, it should be one of my last tweets. If y'all can retweet that, that'd be dope, man. Let's get this shit popping. Oh, damn. Did he twist his ankle? Hey, y'all, did Poole twist his ankle just now or something? Did y'all see that grimace on his face? Did y'all see that grimace on his face? Was he injured? Like, what the fuck happened? Or was he just like stunting, talking shit? Or was he injured just now? Because I saw a grimace on his face. I hope he not hurt. Did y'all see that? Or am I tripping? Oh, thank you, Game Osmo. I appreciate it, family. What the fuck was that just now, Jose? Oh, he stepped on somebody's foot? Ah! Come on, man. Let's see. Oh, who foot is that? Oh, my God! Ain't that a bitch? What kind of shit is this? Bruh. Put some dirt on it, JP. You all right? Oh, he pissed off about that. Yeah, he was pissed off about that. I don't know who it was. It looked like, was it DeAndre Jordan who foot he stepped on? It looked like it was DeAndre Jordan. Yeah, yep. DeAndre Jordan with them fucking size 22s. DeAndre Jordan with them fucking size 22s stepped on his foot. Ain't that a bit? Yo, the Pelicans survived that quarter greatly. Like that was an excellent way to survive that quarter. Jordan Poole came through big, 8 points, 3 free throws, and a 3. Came through big that quarter. Sadiq Bey hit some big shots. Luckily, the Blazers are missing a lot of their threes. McGowan's had some nice defensive possessions as well, helping the team get out in transition. With that, how many rebounds Trey got? Trey got 3 rebounds. Okay, so that wasn't bad. That wasn't a bad start to the game, man. Let's keep this activity and this pressure going. Let's keep our foot on their necks. I hope Poole alright, cause that was some goofy shit. Yeah, I didn't understand what Jose did right there. Then Jose just threw the motherfucking basketball at the backboard. It was like, what are you doing here? We got lucky that Reith missed that last 3. For real. He said, Jose suck. What is he doing? He have to be gambling. Oh, man. You know what's crazy? I don't think Jose gambling, but if it came out that he was, it wouldn't shock me. I'd be like, oh, yeah, I can believe that. Oh, Lord. I don't mean no disrespect, but boy. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. Just say, of course, Poole gets hurt just to luck. Yeah, man. I hope he all right, but he seemed highly fucking upset walking back to that bench. He seemed highly upset. Say Poole was open. Jose needs to know he's not the star. Yeah, Greg. That's something that. See, Jose be going rogue, bro. Let me rewind this so I can see this last play again. I saw what happened. I just want to see what happened with Jose's turnover, like what the situation was. Okay, so Jose was tripping. Jose shot that early three in transition on that Sadiq Bey putback too. What the fuck was his problem? Ooh, the Blazers took a terrible shot on that Jeremy Grant fadeaway. Jose Poole. Oh, that's when Poole hit the three. Okay. Hold up, y'all. My bad. I'm trying to see what Jose did. It's a 2-for-1 situation, but not really, because you had about 8 seconds left, so you probably got to hold on to the last shot, honestly. But, hold up. So, I think Poole comes at the screen. Bam. Y'all think Poole was open right there? I think he was open at the very end of the clock. He wasn't, like, super open, but the fact that Jose didn't pass the ball not one time is fucking crazy. Big three right there by McGowan to open up the quarter. Oh, Rupert answer with a three. Who the fuck is Rupert? But that's the thing. But some of these teams, like, who the fuck is that? But that was a big answer right there by the Blazers to not let the Pelicans extend the lead. But Bryce been playing well, dog. Bryce been playing well. Louisiana Gal said you seen a lot of Jose to Knicks on Twitter. It's interesting because, I mean, I think it's a cool idea if they could get a first. But I don't think the Knicks got a first to give, right? Because the Knicks gave all their first up for goddamn, what's homie name, man? That's a good hustle right there by Herb. Knicks gave all their first up for old boy, for Michael. God damn, Pelicans can't make a fucking bucket. We getting offensive boards, though, like a big dog, but... Oh, y'all think he was mad because he took him out? Oh, no, but Poole back on the... Jay Black, Poole back on the court. So he didn't get subbed out. I think he probably was mad because he had to battle so hard to come back from that injury and something goofy like that happened. Yeah, they should probably give Bryce a real contract. Oh, Poole with the bucket right there. Nice answer by Jordan Poole. Fuck off me. Oh, with the spin. Oh my God. Y'all saw Zion jump up when Poole hit that motherfucking spin? That boy Zion jumped up. Dog, Poole bag is fucking crazy, dog. Did y'all see that spin? That shit was crazy. What's that in the X? What's up with your X? Yeah, Game Osborne. Look, Jose for Cam Thomas today. No take back. Jose for Cam Thomas today. Let's do it. No take back. Boy, Deanie out of his mind. Deanie just went 1-on-3 and didn't score. Deanie crazy. Damn, this motherfucker Rupert again. Who is Rupert? Somebody tell me who this guy is. Only Rupert I know is Murdoch. Who the fuck is Rupert? Is that Murdoch name? Is it Rupert Murdoch? Fuck is Rupert, man. But boy, that motherfucking spin was cold. That's gonna make the high. Oh, Jordan Poole again! I told y'all! Man, they was hating on Jordan Poole. Man. That was another big shot by Jordan Poole. God damn, we cannot control the fucking boards, bro. Here's the problem, y'all. Here's the problem right now. The Blazers' best players aren't playing well. Shaden Sharp, Deanie, Grant, none of them are playing well right now, right? So if you're the Pelicans, you can't be giving up offensive boards and shit. You got to extend the lead because you know at some point the Blazers are going to start hitting threes. Their guys going to wake up at some point. So you can't be clicking like this. You can't be clicking. Bree said they was hating on Poole. Yeah, I thought they was hating on Poole for real, honestly. I thought it was hating on Poole. X, you say it's gonna be Rupert gonna be the guy to have a career scoring out against the Pels. Oh man, he off to a good start. I'll tell you that. McGowan's got underrated defense. Yeah, McGowan's is strong. He got a nice wingspan, good enough speed. He moves laterally good. And you know he been in the league a little bit, kind of like with Brandon Boston, guys who've been in the league and they were solid in the league, solid in the G League, and they finally get an opportunity to play extended minutes. Say Poole. Greg say Poole nice. Trey said they need to stop helping. Over helping for threes and let them score the 2. Yeah, just let them get downhill, man. Just let them get downhill and don't foul, because once they kick it out and start rotating the ball, the Pelicans get lost. Trying to make decisions on the fly, because we not really getting a ton of deflections and shit like that. They just missing shots or settling for bad shots. Jay Black said I was reading Jay Poole lips pause. Oh, well, they took him out for the final possession. Jay Black. What did he say, Jay Black? What did he say? I was just getting started or something. Greg said Poole, Zion, Queen. Hey, man, it'll be nice to see if it ever happens. Why is Jose playing more than Queen? I don't know. That Michael Morgan, you know what, bro? That's something I've been asking myself all damn season. That's something I've been asking myself all motherfucking season, honestly. Because shout out to Derik Queen. But people act like, when people saw Derik Queen last game, people acting like that's something that's been happening all season. The man ain't been getting the ball. He could have been doing that for a bunch of games now. Maybe we would have won a couple. But the fact that the man ain't getting the ball, like, that just show you that the coaching has been somewhat of an issue. Mike, what's happening with your dog? Slim Side, what's happening with your fam? What's happening with y'all, man? He said the Pelicans had so much potential. Got to work on that defense, though. Yeah, the defense and the rebounding specifically, the defensive rebounding is awful. God awful. Louisiana gal said Ian Bagley just confirmed Nick's interest in Jose. Okay. They don't seem like they need a guard, though. Who is their starting point? You got Brunson. Who is their backup guard? That's interesting. Say Borrego can't have Fierce Queen sitting this damn long. Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with Fierce, because Jordan Poole is ultimately going to be starting again. So the question for Fierce is going to be, how do you respond to that? Do you take that as disrespect and you respond negatively? Or do you take that as like, all right, well, now I get to like fall back into a role with less pressure and I can just do my thing? I'm hoping it's the latter and not the former. Let me see. McGowan's took all Hawkins minutes. Yeah, it's looking like that. It's looking like that. God forbid something happened to Trey, because I think that's when you'll probably see more Hawkins. Bree said need the Poole Queen lineup. Yeah, that would be very interesting. We getting it right now. But see, now we got a Poole Jose backcourt, so it's going to be interesting to see how this looks defensively. And Herb already got 2 fouls, so he can't afford to get a third one. Good defense by Jose right there. Let me see. It's your boy. Wait, you see the shit we hated from Willie, we are seeing from Borrego. Yeah, as far as rotations, like that's been my issue. Like, yo, we seeing the same exact thing, and the best players can't get their hands on the ball. It's your boy X. Said, y'all think Poole will be willing to anchor the second unit? He's a cook as a microwave score off the bench. I don't think so, X. I think Poole gonna be looking to start relatively soon once he get his legs under him. I think it's the correct thing too. Yeah, Cole, what's happening with you, fam? How you doing? I'm good. He said, what's good, everybody? Shout out to you. Brian said, can I get a score update? It's 42-49 Pelicans right now with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left. 8 minutes. Well, now it's 8:04, but it's still 42-49 Pelicans in the second quarter. Lee Sanford said JB rotation sometimes seems as bad as Willis. That's the same thing I be saying, Lee. Like, to me, it's indefensible. Truthfully, like it's really indefensible, dog. Like, that's how I be feeling. He yelled, "Why are you taking me out?" Oh, okay. See, I like that attitude, Jordan Poole. I like that attitude. We need somebody desperate to win. No more Peavy probably either. Now that I don't agree with. I don't want to see Micah Peavy just chilling on the motherfucking bench. I think Micah Peavy deserves some minutes, especially with how Jose has played. I think Micah Peavy definitely deserves some minutes with how Jose has played defensively. Oh, I might review that. It looked like he was out of the restricted area, though. But yeah, Dini has not been good lately. Like, he's been scoring, but if you watch the games themselves, he has not been very good. Oh, nah, yeah, that's a, I don't know if they're going to challenge that or not, but that was a foul on Bryce. Let me see. No problem, Brian. Let me see. JB in the comments. He reading everything I'm saying. They say Louisiana Gal said, I don't think they put Fierce back on the bench. I think that was more of a Dumas call to insert him. I think it had more to do, truthfully, I think it had more to do with Willie Green's Willie Green and Jordan Poole's relationship, Louisiana Gal. Jordan Poole and Willie Green got into it. I was trying to find out exactly what Jordan Poole said to him. I'm still trying to find that out, but Jordan Poole definitely gave him a piece of his mind. And that's why you kind of saw Willie Green take Jordan Poole out the starting lineup. Because initially, he didn't take him out for Jeremiah Fears. Initially, he took him out for DeAndre Jordan. Initially. Because remember, when Jeremiah Fears first started, though, and I did the membership episode on this. If y'all go check it out, it's still in the membership episode. If y'all remember, when Jeremiah Fears first started, it was against Boston, right? Jordan Poole and Willie Green had gotten into it prior to that Boston game. But since Zion was out against Boston, you couldn't take Jordan Poole out of the game. At that point, you had to roll with him. So, Jordan Poole was the best player, best starter for the Pelicans versus Boston. Fears had a rough game. It was his first start. I think he went 1 for 11. After that game, they started DeAndre Jordan versus Nikola Jokic in Denver. And that was the last game DeAndre Jordan ever played. That was the last game DeAndre Jordan ever played for the Pelicans. Like, it was some petty BS, man. Ryan Bourne, what's happening, dog? He said, Will bow down. Dub said, we getting dogged on the boards. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. That's why the Pelicans should be running a 2-big lineup. There's no reason why you don't run Carlo out there. Carlo is the perfect type of big that play against Denver. But what do I know? What do I know? I'm just a guy on here talking to y'all. They don't never take my motherfucking advice. Game, I was gonna say, I think it's JB not handling rotations though. You know what, game? That's an interesting point you made. And shout out to Collins and his brother. I saw his brother's diagnosis today. God bless him and the entire Collins family. But that's the same excuse we use for Willie Green, dog. Like, for years, Justin was like, man, Willie Green don't control the rotations. I'm like, I don't care what he control. He the head coach. He can usurp any decision. They were like, well, Jaron Collins controlling the rotation. Okay, cool, whatever. Then it was like, oh, maybe Casey Hill controlling the offense. Whoa, what's happening, Bo Big? I appreciate you, my dog. Shout out to you. It was like, at a certain point, you the head coach, dog. At a certain point, you got to be able to see what's happening in the game and make the decisions. Ultimately, because, like with Willie Green, we complained about his rotations for the last, 3-4 years. They never improved. Never improved. So it got to the point where it really didn't matter who was ultimately in control. At the end of the day, it's the head coach's decision. It's tough, man. But what you're saying, Game Oswald, it makes sense. I mean, it makes perfect sense. I'm just saying, we got to be cautious with that because that's the same thing they were saying about Willie Green. Like, oh, well, he don't have his staff yet. Like, all right. And then a couple years later, he got his staff. Oh, well, he not in control of his staff. It's like, all right, so what does he do? Like, what he do? He on welfare? He just collecting a check? What does he do? It's tough. Say, why they not playing through Queen tonight? Well, look, y'all heard what I said. I said I'll be curious to see if that continues to be the trend throughout the rest of the season, or even as soon as next game, because I think Borrego, his style of offense is tempo and to play through guards. I don't think Derik Queen fits how Borrego likes to coach. Just being honest. I got a show on that tomorrow too. We're gonna be talking about that in the membership show. I just don't think he fits how he likes to coach, honestly. I don't think it's personal or anything. I just don't think his style, if you notice, has always been to play through guards as a head coach. Good defense. That was a big play right there by Trey Murphy. That was a huge play because the Blazers were on their way. And that was Rupert with a dumb pass because Rupert had a downhill opportunity to go at Derik Queen, and Derik Queen already got 1 foul. He should have attacked. That was a bad pass. Honestly, still no identity. I wish we would just get rid of the coaching staff right now because, yeah, me as well. Say, get Jose off the court. What is this? Yeah. Say, DeAndre Jordan would never play in this country again. Probably not. Probably not, Ryan. Shaq said, man, I hope when DeJounte comes back, we don't see him any Jose minutes anymore. Hopefully not, man. Michael Moore said the coaching staff makes you not want to watch the games because it's the same mistakes being repeated, and it's hard to keep blaming the players when it's the same poor decision making. It's like at a certain point, the coach got to have some accountability, Smeek, what's happening? He said this team is just crashing the paint. That's why you need me. Yeah, that's why I will put two bigs out there. So at least I got some size out there. Jeremy Grant got a crazy wingspan. Like, damn, Trey, you can't be missing no motherfucking free throws. Come on. Damn, Fierce with the turnover. That was a bad sequence right there. We lucky that wasn't an and one for Deanie. Just like that, 1 point game, y'all. Say we getting killed on the boards and the Blazers don't even have a big today. Yep. Imagine if they had Klingon and Yang and Robert Williams, y'all. Rock say we live at the build a franchise around DQ, especially the coaching staff. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that, and I like Derik Queen a lot. I just worry about building the team around a non-athletic, non-defensive power forward. If Derik Queen was 7 foot tall, I would feel different. But the fact that he kind of, a 4, it just makes it a little more difficult for me because I feel like you'll always have the same issues. Now, if you bring in a 5 and get a nice shooting guard, I feel differently. God damn, that was a crazy ass miss. Let me see. Hold on, my bad. Let me read some of y'all comments, man. Lisa Anderson says, it seems like JB is trying not to win. His coaching style doesn't fit Queen affairs. It definitely doesn't fit Queen, and that's my biggest problem. I'm like, you got to put the fucking ball in Queen hands because Queen make everybody better, in my opinion. Rod say, I know we can't afford Mike Malone, but fuck it, I'll chip in and get it, bro. Yeah, we got to start we're going to have to start a GoFundMe. We're going to have to start a GoFundMe to get some good coaches, man. I'm telling y'all, man, Chris Quinn, he probably not going to require that much money, man. Chris Quinn, he might be interested. You might can get him about $5 million. Oh, boy, that was a clear and one. Yeah, that was a terrible no call. That was a terrible no call right there by the referees. That was bad. Now, see, I'm an objective person, right? I'm an equal opportunity person. That was a terrible call by the referees, and that tech should be rescinded. That's not a real technical. Like, that's a bullshit tech. Cause that was a clear and one on sharp. Like that was a bullshit call. These refs have been some hoes. Let me see. I don't like how Deanie play basketball. Me neither. Deanie is very good, but Deanie, as the focal point, he makes a lot of like weird mistakes. Like he'll go 1-on-4 on a fast break. Cause he big as a motherfucker. But it's like, Deanie, just pass the ball, brother. Like, but he's extremely talented. Yo, there go Rupert again, y'all. Rupert with 14 points, y'all. There go Rupert again. Freak Carlo, man. I can't believe Carlo ain't getting no run this game, dog. I just can't believe it. 0 minutes, H. Bizzle. Carlo got 0 minutes. Good answer right there by Jeremiah Fierce. Game, I just want to say, I just say it like this. With Billy, we didn't score like we are with JB and JB on keeping teams under 112. Damn, I just had a thought. What if Billy let JB run the offense and him run the defense? Wouldn't it have been nice? It would have been nice if they would have just ran it like that, right? Like, that was the ideal situation, man. But pride and ego, bro. Pride and fucking ego. Chris Gray say Kling and Yang. Yeah, they going to have a formidable front court for years to come if they stay healthy. Dubs will say, Chaz, I need your thoughts on how Joe Dumars didn't put top 3 protection on the DQ trade. You know damn well Atlanta would have made that trade still. That's the thing, Dubs World. We don't know, brother. We don't know if they would have made the trade. I'm sure they had some negotiating that went on and some tug and pull pause. And just like that, the Pelicans give up the motherfucking lead. But Derik Queen gets it back. Derik Queen gets the lead back, y'all. But yeah, I don't know if they would have accepted the deal, bro. Now, the question is, should he have walked away from the deal if they didn't accept it? To me, that's the real question, right? Should they have walked away from the deal if they wouldn't have been willing to accept it? Damn, Sharp. Look, they gave Sharp. See, damn, Sharp. This is a case of the ball lying. Because they gave Sharp the technical foul that he got fucked out of earlier, and he missed the motherfucking free throw. So the ball does lie sometimes, but that should have been a foul on Queen. Another time where it should have been an and one. Let me see. Hold on, my bad. Ocean Tide, help us out. Yeah, big money Ocean Tide. But yeah, I think that's really the question, right? If they say no, okay, knowing what you know now, right? Know what? Fuck it. Let me rephrase the question. If you're the Atlanta Hawks right now, everybody in this chat, if you're the Atlanta Hawks right now, if you're the Atlanta Hawks, and the Pelicans call you right now and say, look, I will trade you Derik Queen right now for your unprotected first, would you do it? That's the question. Because if you wouldn't do it, I don't know. That's the question. That's the question. H. Mitchell said the ref's not calling fouls, but calling texts for not calling fouls. Comical. Yeah, it is kind of bizarre, right? Like, fucking y'all doing makeup calls and what is this? Because Grace said Queen heating up. You say you feel like Queen could have failed the 16 ride? Probably. Because Chicago kicking themselves in the ass for not picking him. Chris Gray said Queen heating up. At least he's giving us a chance before halftime for once. Yeah. And what's his name? Kamara, he got 4 fouls. Dubsworth said Chaz for the DQ. Well, I'm sorry. Chris Gray said you got to take Dyson back. That's interesting. I don't know if they would give Dyson back, though, at this stage. Damn, that's an interesting challenge. Brian, you say no, you wouldn't do it? Rock said, what do you think we'd be if we just drafted Queen at 7 and didn't get Fierce? I think you... man. Because if you just drafted Queen at 7 and didn't get Fierce, that means you still had pick 23. So it would depend on what you did with pick 23. But I think with Fierce... See, drafting Derik Queen for a team that was trying to win made sense. Because Derik Queen was more of a ready-made prospect. So it would have made sense. But when you tried to thread the needle with Fierce, it kind of convoluted things. I think the initial annoyance would have been the same. I think initially people would have been just as upset. Because remember, in the first half of this first stretch of the season, Jeremiah Fierce was playing awesome. And Queen wasn't playing well. So I think people would have been like, oh, fuck, we passed on Jeremiah Fierce. And we ended up drafting this guy, Derik Queen. He can't even play. And so I think people would have been upset no matter what, truthfully. But at the same time, you would have been less upset if you still had your pick. You know what I'm saying? I think people would have been upset about missing out on Fierce early in the season, but you would have still been like, well, fuck, at least I got my pick. No matter what, you would have still had your pick. So I think you would have felt better about that. So this coaching staff really a joke, bro? Man. It's your boy X say, gotta wonder if the noise around the trade is motivating DQ to be the player he's becoming. I think he really, it probably has some motivating factor, but I kind of also thought that this is how he plays. I kind of thought he was a guy who was a lot closer to his ceiling. And, you know, he was an older rookie. I thought he was closer to his ceiling. And he had a more ready-made game to contribute in the short term. Versus Fierce, who was younger, you know, he's a guard, but he has more upside. You know what I mean? All that twirling, the finger to... Yeah, like, that was dumb. You swore to God that you ain't fouled a man calling for that challenge, and you cost your motherfucking team a timeout, and you lost a challenge. Good hustle right there. Good hustle right there by Trey. Trey got 4 rebounds. That was a big shot right there by Fierce. That was a questionable, whatchamacallit. Damn, they go them fucking threes, y'all. Who is this guy? Who the fuck is Cisco? Who is that? Somebody tell me who that is. Who is Cisco? Is that how you say his name? Sissoko? How'd you say his name? Sissoko? Is it Sissoko? No, Mike, you think Poole hurt again? Because I know he played at the start of the first quarter. Start of the second quarter. You think he hurt? Who the fuck is Cisco? Who is this man? Yeah, the Blazers just be... I don't know what's going on with the Blazers. The Blazers don't scout in America, period. Like, they get a bunch of big-ass wings from all over the earth, and them motherfuckers be out here balling. It is crazy that we haven't seen Poole yet, Michael Morgan, because he went a long stretch without playing in that second quarter. He played at the start of the quarter, though. I don't know. It looked like either Poole hurt or Borrego kind of confused about what to do with the rotation right now. Yeah, I think he is on the minutes restriction as well, Bree. I think he on the minutes restriction as well. But this is a questionable rotation. Like, it's kind of bizarre. Because if you started him at the start of the the second quarter, and this unit you got out here right now has lost the lead, why wouldn't you put him back out here? But I guess maybe just because you want to let your starters close the half, I guess. Yeah, he hasn't played much the whole quarter. Not at all. I think he only played, I don't remember exactly when he subbed out. You say he just put his shoes back on, Game? Game, you in the arena, Game? Yeah, that'd be interesting if they like, look, we need you for the closing of the fourth. And we gonna preserve your minutes. That's one way to do it. Oh, damn, I didn't even realize Fears had 11 points. I did not realize Fears had 11 points. You say Blazers is the most underrated team in the league, in my opinion. I think them injuries really busting their ass, honestly. Because if they would have still had Klingon and Robert Williams and Yang. Oh, they ain't got Drew Holiday neither. I forgot Drew not playing. Damn, I forgot they got a lot of people not playing. Drew not playing. Scoot not playing. If they was healthy, I think they'd be a lot better because they started off the season real good. Oh, you at the crib, Game. Okay. So y'all think the ankle could be bothering him? I hope not, man. Because, damn, brother just got back. Wait, is that Poole? Yo, Poole? Oh, Poole standing up. Okay. I hope it ain't that ankle, man. Because he just got back, dog. I hope it ain't that ankle, bro. Because mentally, that shit is a difficult hurdle to overcome. It really is, man. I hope it's not that ankle, dog. Richard Dollar, what's happening? Yeah, no Klingon, no Yang, no Robert Williams, no Drew Holiday, no Scoot Henderson. The Pelicans should win this game. Ah, damn, Rook. That was a bad one, Rook. See, that's why I want Fears to stop hanging with Jose. Fears got to stop hanging with Jose, bro. Now, I thought that was a questionable call, too, though. That call is a little questionable because he jumped forward, right? He jumped forward, and he kind of initiated the contact. Because at what point am I in your fucking landing space? It ain't like he went straight up and down. Like, it ain't like he went straight up and down. I just hope that these shots don't wake Jeremy Grant up because Jeremy Grant been quiet. I hope these damn free throws don't wake his ass up. DeAndre Jordan, Bigfoot, yeah, man. DeAndre Jordan, them size 22s. Fuck, let me see. So, Fears got 2 fouls. Trey got 1 foul. Herb got 2 fouls. I think Queen got 2 fouls. So, it's going to be interesting to see how that third quarter go, man. The Pelicans got to avoid foul trouble. Because if not, that second unit going to be in there. Whoa, what's happening with you, E? Yeah, that was a questionable call, man. Because that was a questionable call. Jeremy Grant jumped forward, and he kind of initiated that contact. At what point am I not in your landing space anymore? That was a big answer right there, though, from Jeremiah Fears. Jeremiah Fears up to 13 points. Jeremiah Fears fighting for his life. Jeremiah Fears out there fighting for his life and his rotation minutes. He's like, I ain't going down without a fight. Jose, you looking like the odd man out here. I ain't going down without a fight. All right. Though Sharp been super quiet. See, a lot of the questions people had about it's funny because Sharp is such a talented player, but he's another guy that never really took that step forward. Maybe that has something to do with Chauncey Billups having weird rotations over the years, but you would have thought when Simons was gone from the team and Scoot was gone that Sharp would have took the next step, and so far he hasn't. Make sure y'all smash the like button, fam. Yo, you know what's crazy? Sadiq Bey got 8 points, right? Most of his points have come off second chance opportunities. Most of his points have come off second chance opportunities. Yeah, that was a crazy ass streak by Herb right there. Herb trying to get in on the fun. Derik Queen. See, like Sharp taking a bunch of dumb long twos. Like I don't know. I don't like how he plays. I do not like how he plays. Jeremiah Fears with like if you take that dumbass bad call from the referees away, Jeremiah Fears has had a great close to this half. If you take that dumbass call away, he has had a great close to this fucking half, man. Seriously. He really has. They called a foul? Oh my God. Oh my God. Ah, Herb. Herb, what you doing? Herb. Oh my God, Herb. Herb. Come on, bro. I understand, but come on, bro. Let me see this. That's a foul, Herb. You fouled him. Herb, that was a foul. It was a fucking foul, Herb. Like, come on, man. Yeah, yo, Sneak, that's the thing, too. Deanie had no intentions on trying to score right there. He only wanted contact. He only was trying to get contact. He wasn't trying to score whatsoever. But that was like a clear foul from Herb. Like, that's not worth getting ejected over, Herb. That's not worth getting ejected over. Because in theory, if I'm not mistaken, ain't they supposed to get 4 free throws now? Is Portland supposed to get 4 free throws now? Yeah, you just gave up 4 free throws for nothing, brother. You just gave up 4 free throws for nothing. You didn't even have to foul them. You fouled them, bruh. Like, oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. CJ the guard, what happened just now, bruh? Bree said he on that stuff. Wait, Michael Morgan, you say Poole whole ankle wrapped up? Oh man. God damn, DeAndre! Fuck! That's some fresh ass braids Herb got though, I ain't gonna lie. But I gotta get my motherfucking hair braided. God damn, that was the oh wait, Poole back into the game, y'all. Poole back into the game. They're gonna have to put some dirt on it, man. Gotta play through it. He got ejected for picking up 2 fouls, Jack. At least Deanie missed one of the fucking free throws. I'd be mad as hell at him if I was Portland though. I'd be like, bitch, we don't miss no free throws around here. I think Portland already missed like what, 2 free throws if I'm not mistaken. Damn. Look, they set Jordan Poole up with that motherfucking heave. They set him up with that. That was a hell of a pass and catch right there by Queen and who though? Jordan Poole would have been a hell of a receiver. 50 Tigers say, oh shit, Herb said, fuck you talking about. Yeah, Herb, that was bad, dog. Yeah, E-Dog, I agree. I thought that was dumb on Borrego's part as far as putting Poole in the game just for that last play. Because let's say he does have an ankle injury. Why'd you put him in just for that play? What would be the point of that? It's your boy X say, did I watch? Oh, absolutely, I watched that episode of Welcome to Derik. You know I did. Yes, indeed. What's good with your 504? Yo, we gonna take a quick commercial break real quick. Wine, what's happening with you, man? ST, what's happening with you? Lucky enough, the Pelicans about to have a 10-day break. Poole ankle gonna be all right. Oh, is that the cup for the cup thing, Bree? That's why they about to have a break? Could have went in the half with a 5-point lead. When they inevitably lose, that would be the turning point. That is dumb because you just gave up nearly 4 points. You gave up 3, but you realistically gave up 4 points right there. Like, yeah, that was kind of dumb. You didn't have to do that whatsoever. But yeah, the refs making too many bullshit ass mistakes to be tossing motherfuckers. Because that's their fourth tech of the game. Borrego has one. Sharp has one. And both Borrego and Sharp techs were justified. The 2 Herb techs were not justified in my opinion. Just in my opinion. I didn't think that was justified just now. Just because, I mean, you fouled them, bro. I mean, what you want me to do? So PV minutes on the way. Yeah, CJ, look, we just said that it's going to be PV coming out this bit. Like, I don't want to see no game where PV not getting no run. So PV, it's your chance. Louisiana Galaxy, don't be dumb, but Borrego start Poole in the second half next to Fears and Trey. That, honestly, Louisiana Gal, see, if Poole wasn't on the minutes restriction, I think it would be more likely. But I think they should, hey, it couldn't hurt. Bree said Michael Peavy minutes. Y'all don't like Peavy. Look, Peavy had a couple bad offensive games. But Peavy's still good, y'all. Jack, so if he get tossed in the first half, they don't just give you your money back? Because I ain't gambling in a minute. King Sam said, bro, injected in like 10 seconds. Yeah, that is crazy. You got ejected at the end of the half. Wow, up. Chung, what's happening with you, Chung? 504, what's the deal, my dog? Say they wanted to be about them. Yeah, everybody want to be Joey Crawford. But yo, man, we about to take a quick commercial break. I'm about to show y'all the collaboration I did with Jake Madison over there at Locked On Pelicans, you know, for those who missed it. How many of y'all saw the collaboration video that me and Jake did already? Y'all saw the collab me and Jake did? If not, I'm about to play the collab for y'all. For those of y'all who knew, please make sure y'all hit the like button. We got a membership episode dropping tomorrow. I might drop this collab for the membership episode tomorrow as well. But I'm about to drop the app for y'all.
The New Orleans Pelicans will have a 15-man roster this year. Hi, I'm Jack Madison, potential member of the media, filling in for Cheddar Chaz here on this special edition of the Locked In Podcast. Locked In Podcast, coming to you 7 days a week. No one else is wasting your time like this. No hot takes or drama or entertaining trade ideas or information about how the team can get better. Just bullshit. Water is wet. A pig is pork. Houston got the hose. Jose is from New York. Today's episode is brought to you by the Daiquiri Shop on Chef, a Shade Tree Mechanic, Juanita's Bumper Curls, the Chinese food store. Anybody want to buy a station wagon? The check cashing place. Random Spoons. Hello? Yeah, you can pay me you can pay me in scotch. Never know how, yeah. Yes. No, it don't matter what kind of scotch. Is Zion Williamson on the keto diet? Find out in the third segment. Miyako's Hibachi. What's the place that be selling all the candy and shit? Yeah, them. You want to know if Rip is on the hot seat? Butt bars. Built bars. City Trends. And one mixtape tour. Bam the Hat Fiend. I need you to braid my hair, baby. Teen Wolf 2. You want to know who this team is signing this offseason? Swagmans. What else in today's show? Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Coming to you 7 days a week. No one else is wasting your time like this. Hit that like button and share button. I'm out.
Man, yo, people said it couldn't be done. People said two grown men, well, a grown man and Jake, couldn't put their differences to the side and work together and collaborate, and we made it happen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are happy about this. I heard it was nominated for an Emmy. You know, it's going to be interesting to see, you know, if we win. We up against some people. We up against Welcome to Derik, The Last of Us. You know, they're supposed to be doing something for Stranger Things. But I think we got a good chance. I think we got, you know, as good a chance as anyone else. Enemy of 322 said, who I got winning the game? My brain says the Blazers are going to win. But I want to root for the Pelicans, man. You know, I want the Pelicans to win. But my instincts and my brain says the Blazers are going to win because the Blazers' best players haven't played well yet. Like, Deeney only has 10 points and Sharp hasn't played well either. So if either of those guys come alive, it's going to get ugly. Brox, what's happening with your fam? Yeah, them daiquiri shops on Chef, strong as a motherfucker. I had a red, white, and blue from them one time. The drink, it's my first time ever having them. I was younger. Boy, it took me about a day to finish that drink. I was so fucked up. I was like, I don't need this. This is tough. Shout out to Malik. What's happening with you, Malik? Q, what's happening with you in the building? Let me see here. Hold up. Say, oh yeah, let me say that collab. He said that collab was Stranger Things. Yeah, Shelby Herb got thrown out. Oh my God, it's crazy. Herb got thrown out with less than 1 second left. Well, no, it was less than 2, I guess. Less than 2 seconds left in the second quarter for fouling Deeney Avada in the transition. But the thing is, I said Deeney Avada, Deeney in the transition play. He didn't have to foul him, but Deeney kind of initiated the contact. It was a clear foul. I think Herb was so upset though because it was his 4th foul already. Herb stays in foul trouble, y'all. Like he really does. He stayed in foul trouble. Like it's crazy. But that was tough. It was tough. The referee's been kind of calling it weirdly this game. Whoa, thank you, Golf. I appreciate you, fam. He said you the best at it, hands down, bro. You got what it takes. Thank you, fam. I appreciate you, bro, with that 10-piece. Thank you, fam. Thank you. I appreciate the love, man. Say refs are softer than Sherman Chunk. Yeah, because you don't call the and one on the sharp dunk. You don't call the clear and one on the Derik Queen drive. That's when you picked up the first 2 technicals of the game. But you call the foul in continuation on this drive by Deeney, and you give Herb his fourth foul, it's kind of like what Jessica was saying earlier, right? I think it was Jessica who was saying how come Herb doesn't get the respect that he deserves as a defender. Now, it was a clear foul. I'm not gonna lie, the shit was a clear foul, but at the same time, you would at least give him a little bit more benefit of doubt. Like, all right, look, it's your fourth foul. I'm gonna let you live on this one, but hey, keep your motherfucking hands to yourself next quarter, brother, or next half. Keep your hands to yourself. Shout out to King Ramsey in the building. Hey, yo, everybody in the building, hit that like button, fam. Hit that like button. We rocking out for the second half. Let's take a look at the box score real quick, man. Let's see what the box score looking like. All right, so Portland is 7 for 25 from beyond the arc. They've missed 4 free throws. That's good. The Pelicans are 3 for 13. Jesus Christ. 3 for 13 from beyond the arc with Jordan Poole having 2. I'm not going to really count that last one. So let's just say they 3 for 12. Yeah, I count that last one as a heave. The Pelicans only missed 2 free throws. Rebounding. Yo, the Pelicans are winning the rebounding battle. Even though it don't seem like it, the Pelicans are winning the rebounding battle. The Pelicans have 21 rebounds to their 14 rebounds. Damn, it's crazy the game's so close. Because the Pelicans winning the free throw battle. It's the threes. Portland has hit more. Wait, is it really though? Yeah, it's the threes. It's the threes. Because Portland has hit 4 more threes. The Pelicans have hit 2 more field goals overall. But the free throw battle is about tied, and the Pelicans are winning the rebounding battle. Shelby say that's some BS. Yes, Brock's like Herb's been in foul trouble the last few seasons. Yeah, Herb has been in foul trouble. That's why also reason I think Herb got to get stronger so he don't have to overcompensate as much being handsy with the fouls. That way he could just use his physique pause to kind of knock people off their spot. Third foul, no, King Sam, that was his fourth if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me see. They're gonna tell us right here. Let me see. No, my bad. That was his third foul. Then why the hell the play-by-play said fourth? Let me see. Did they correct it? No. Okay, so it is his third foul. Damn. Okay. Who said that? My bad. Thank you, King Sam. Thank you for that correction. It says always the threes. Yeah. It's always the threes or the rebound, and those are the two. Those are the Pelicans' like biggest flaws. That's why I think you should have leaned into overperforming with the rebounding and putting Carlo in the game. Maybe we'll see Carlo now because Herb is out. Who would y'all rather see though? Would y'all rather see Carlo or PV get some of these minutes? Dakari Hammond say, Chaz, how tough is it to watch this team? It's tough. It's tough, but I get to kick it with the fans, get to kick it with the people and talk shit. So we have a good time doing that. Luckily, I watch a lot of other teams. Well, not a lot. I watch like 3 or 4 other teams. So I get to see some good basketball occasionally, But yeah, Misi was battling on the boards. He was defending the rim as well. So y'all would like to see Carlo. 50 Tiger said Carlo. King Sam said Carlo. Louisiana Gal said only 8 Misi minutes and no Carlo. I think Carlo played, 7 minutes last game? And Eve played about 10 if I'm not mistaken. So that is kind of interesting. Rod said JB got to throw that guard-centric shit out the window and just draw up a game plan. See, if you got 3 guards that can shoot, it makes more sense. But since everybody can't shoot, it don't make no sense going small. Like, the pace and space shit only makes sense if you actually got space. But if you ain't got no space, then it don't make no sense going small. You got to make it a dirty, low-scoring, grimy game. And right now, the Pelicans ain't doing that. Let me see. King Sam said he wants to see Carlo Queen minutes. I would like to see that as well. Just run double big so they don't get into the paint easily. That as well. Because if you notice, the Blazers aren't they're long and rangy players, but they don't have extreme first steps. The best athlete on the Blazers is probably Shaedon Sharpe, Scoot Henderson, and Robert Williams. They don't have crazy athletes. So you're not going to get beat off the dribble like crazy if you play 2 centers, in my opinion. J. Cal said, what's your other teams? Because I'm looking for a new team. I was thinking about the Raptors because I watch the Raptors. I watch Cleveland. I watch Boston. I watch the Pacers. The West Coast teams, I don't really have an affinity for nobody in the West this year. OKC is boring to me. I don't like how they play. I haven't watched the Rockets much this year. But the Cavs have a ton of injury issues, but I've been watching them. I want to watch some more Memphis this season, but now that Edie out, I don't really have a reason to watch them. Fuck, my dog Edie about to be out for at least 4 to 6 weeks. The Raptors though, yo, I called that about the Raptors though, dog. I was saying that about the Raptors earlier this season. Everybody the Raptors played was injured. As soon as them teams got healthy, the Raptors start looking crazy. Like they just don't. That's another team that just don't shoot enough threes. Or when they shooting them, they not making them motherfuckers. Because ain't no way in the world RJ Barrett injury is supposed to just make your team collapse like this. There's no way in the world. Like, come on, man. And no disrespect to RJ Barrett, but still. Say, Jaden said, Brock said you starting JP in the third? Yeah, because you know what? I ain't mad at that neither, JKL, because, I'm sorry, Brock, because what I don't want to see is the Pelicans play prevent offense in the third quarter and let the Blazers go on a run. Because you got to know the Blazers kicking themselves in the ass saying, damn, we playing like shit in this first half. We don't even play like this. And we still within 2. We should be within 1. So I think the Blazers going to come out and throw a nice punch. The Pelicans got to be able to answer offensively, though. Let me see. Jaden say, bro, how did... We heard that all that for no reason, bro. I understand frustrated, but he had to realize how important he is for us on defense right now, with our defense always being as bad as it already is. Yeah, it was some silly technicals to pick up, but I guess he was just frustrated, but it was a couple of silly technicals to pick up. Yeah, Louisiana Gale, like Fears, he been playing very efficient and within himself. He hasn't been doing nothing dumb. He's been getting out in transition. He's been finishing effectively. That's really what we needed him to finish effectively, and so far he's been doing that. That's why another reason I just don't want to. If he's ultimately taken out of the starting lineup, I don't want to see his confidence dwindle, because it's like, bro, you could kill some of these second units. This your opportunity to run it up. Don't don't hang your head, man. Go out there and run it up, because he was playing well off the second unit earlier this year. Say the Spurs are a fun team to watch. Yeah, and the Spurs missing Wemby, and they still balling out there. Coach got a tech. That's 2 techs since he been a head coach, right? Yep, that's 2 techs in back-to-back games. 2 techs in back-to-back games. I wish he would have got one a little bit earlier, but I might be nitpicking at this point, because he spent a lot of time kind of just standing there with his arms folded while the team was getting their fucking teeth kicked in. All right, we back. Hold up, we back. All right. Oh, Casey Hill, boy, he don't even got to worry about selling his house. They ain't gonna never fire him. Oh, they starting McGowan's, y'all. They starting McGowan's. Okay, that makes sense. That makes some sense. I would have liked to see him start Carlo, but that makes sense. He said, Rod said Spurs are definitely interested in a product of smart players and good coaching. Yeah. I think they got a lot of depth on that roster, dog. Look, on cue, they go a big 3 from Grant, who had a quiet first half. You got Champagne, who could hit threes. They got so much talent. Devin is balling again. Johnson, he kind of like hit or miss, but whatever he contributes is good. Harrison Barnes having one of his best seasons in a while. Like, they're just playing well. If Wemby ever can stay healthy, they'll be a really good team. If Wemby ever can stay healthy. Because I hope him and Edie don't have, like, them big man issues to where it's like you just too fucking big to play, like, throughout the season. Especially at the pace they have to play through. Shit, Jared Allen, his injury's starting to stack up. We gotta make our fucking free throws, dog. But, yeah. Gotta make our free throws this half, bro. We got to. Gotta make our free throws this half. Got to. We can't leave no money on the table. But yeah, I hope Wemby is able to play a full season soon, man. Let me see. My bad. The car said, do you think the Pels make a move by the trade deadline? I do. I think they make a move. What the move is going to be questionable, but I do think they make one. That was a big shot from Sadiq Bey. Big answer right there by Shaden Sharp. Yo, my motherfucking play-by-play is tripping. Louisiana guy said, I don't think I want to see Fears off the bench because that'll mean he's paired with Jose. I hate Jose Fears minutes. That's a good point. Especially before DeJounte or Zion comes back. That is a really good point. I kind of think that Jose, I think his rotational minutes gonna be gone if the team relatively healthy. To be honest, damn, there goes Sharp answer with another three. That was a huge three by McGowan's, but there goes Sharp answering. Look, I just told y'all, right? Just told y'all. Them dudes for the Blazers that was quiet in the first half. Now they kind of starting to wake up. What you don't want to do is get into no pissing contest with them to where y'all just firing off threes. Play to your advantage. Your advantage is getting downhill and getting to the rim. They don't got nobody at the rim that can help or stop nothing. So don't get without your, out of your fucking wheelhouse. I can't believe they still got what's the dude Kamara in the game. That dude, damn, now Shaden Sharp got 3 fouls. Kamara got he got 4 if I'm not mistaken. You say hope Wemby don't end up like Yao Chaz? Yeah, I hope not, man. I hope not. The thing Wemby got to his advantage is he don't weigh as much as Yao did at his peak. But if Wemby's still growing like he's rumored to be growing, I don't know, man. It's just he keep having weird injuries too. Like he don't have like a real hard down. Thankfully, he ain't having like no crazy non-contact injuries or nothing. But he just, I don't know. I hope he be okay, man. Queen got 5 assists already? Damn. See, Jeremiah Fairs, that was a bad drive. Jeremiah Fairs dribbled the fucking air out the ball just now on that drive. Deeney got to pick his head up, pause, because Deeney had a man under the rim waiting, wide open, running straight to the bucket. It's a good thing to, come on, man. We got to take care of the basketball, y'all. We got to take care of the basketball. That was too close. Go off, say, what do I think about a Carlo, Derik Queen, Trey, Herb, Poole lineup while Zion's out? I like that lineup. If you about to be running and gunning. Like, to me, that's a lineup you deploy at like the end of halves. At the end of halves, if you want to do a sprint to the finish, or if you're trailing, right? If you're trailing in the fourth quarter, trailing in the third quarter, or at the end of the second half when you kind of want to like extend the lead, I really like that lineup. You got a ton of offense right there, a ton of people that can play in transition. You got 3 people that could, potentially hit a wide open jumper, and Herb can hit a wide open jumper occasionally. So you got 4 people that can hit a wide open jumper. You got Derik Queen who can pass effectively. Everybody in that lineup can make free throws, and Carlo and Queen can rebound. Whoa, what's popping, money bag? What's happening with you? You say Fear's about to start pressing? I hope not, man. I hope not. Now, that's 3 fouls on Derik Queen, y'all. Oh, Derik Queen answered with a big bucket. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. Derik Queen been answering him with some big shots the last 2 games. Derik Queen been answering with some big shots the last 2 games. He really has been. That's the benefit to the Pelicans having some size out there. Pause. Oh, thank you, Lee Sanford. Make sure y'all hit that like button, fam. Appreciate y'all. That's the benefit to Portland not having no center out there. Take what the shit. I say take what the defense give you. If they nice finish right there by Trey. Trey got 15 points as well. So the Pelicans, they getting some buckets, man. They getting some buckets. You gotta just take what the defense give you, though. At the end of the day, they injured, you injured. You gotta be able to win some of these games, though. Like at the end of the day, it's about wins, bro. You gotta stack some wins against these teams. On paper, you're more talented right now. It just like a lot of people may disagree with that, but on paper, the Pelicans are the more talented team today. With all these injuries that Portland has, the Pelicans are the more talented roster out there right now, in my opinion. Big shot right there by Trey. That was 2 big buckets right there, back to back. Needed that. You got to just jab, man. You got to jab and hit singles and keep Portland from gaining a bunch of confidence because you know the run is coming. You just got to be able to sustain. Dakari Hammond say, do I see Queen being the face of the franchise? I don't know. Cause I think it depends, right? I think it depends. I think Derik Queen can be I think he can be the most important player on the team. I don't know if he could be the face of the franchise per se. I really don't know. Because I haven't seen a lot of his personality. And to me, the face of the franchise shit, has a oh, what the fuck, McGowan's? Oh my God, yeah, McGowan's, come sit down, dog. Come sit down. That's the second time McGowan's did that, if I'm not mistaken. That's the second time McGowan's did that. That is crazy. That's the second time McGowan's had something like that happen. This dunk with 2 hands, bro. What is you doing? What is you doing, bro? Dunk with 2 fucking hands. That's the second time he did it. He must got super small fucking hands or something. Well, that's crazy. Dog, that is crazy. For that to be the second time that's happened, that's crazy. That is fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy for that to be the second time that that's happened. That is nuts. You said now you want a Sprite. Yeah, boy, that boy. Jesus Christ. What was that about? And it was a 5-point swing because they went down and hit a 3. No, that wasn't a 5-point swing, my bad. What was that about? That might be Deanie first 3. Deanie only got 13 points. What was that about? Y'all, am I tripping? What the fuck was that? Bree say it sounded like an echo chamber. And that's what I'm saying too. Like, see me, I try to look at things from a marketing standpoint, right? I try to look at things from a marketing standpoint. The way, like New Orleans, you know, we love basketball, but we want to see a winning product and we want to see people win a certain kind of way. Like we want something exciting. So you gotta have a motherfucker that's like Anthony Edwards or something. If you want people to really come to the games, you gotta win and you gotta have a star quality type player. That's why people liked Anthony Davis so much, because Anthony Davis catching alleys and dunking on motherfuckers and shit. DeMarcus Cousins crossing motherfuckers up, hitting threes. He talking cash money shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They want somebody who got some star qualities. I think Derik Queen got some star qualities. I think his style of play may not necessarily draw people to the building just yet, though I think Fears has a better chance at doing that. But you gotta get another like high level backcourt player if you want like people to pack the building. You gotta get somebody at the 2 and at the 5. Like if you want motherfucker to pack that building, seriously. Say all of a sudden Deanie making threes. Here come the spirit of the Warriors coming through every time a team plays the Pels. The defensive effort is terrible. The Pelicans, that's what I'm like with the Pelicans. The defensive skill set is so bad, especially at the 5, that if you notice, every time the Blazers want to collapse the defense, they're collapsing the defense. And the Pelicans over helping instead of staying on their man. Now, what's going to be interesting is that a lot of the Pelicans are in foul trouble. So, you know what I'm saying? Do you get to the point where you gotta overhelp more because it's gonna be a clear lane to the bucket because you don't want to pick up the foul? And if you do have to overhelp more, it's gonna leave motherfuckers far more wide open than they already are. So it's gonna be interesting. Like, to me, I ain't think the defense was good in the first half. I thought the Blazers just missed a lot of shots and missed some free throws. Now they're starting to hit them threes and shit tightening up pretty fast. Spectacular Insight say Pitts for Atlanta, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns at half right now, Chaz. Hell of a game. I'm glad them bitches ain't making the playoffs. You said you sit your ass at home with the rest of us. Jada said, bro, how did Bryce McGowan miss that shot right there? Overthinking it, trying to be shy. Here come Jordan Poole and Alvarado, y'all. Here come Poole and Alvarado. Let's see what we do. Everything looks more fluid when Queen is the playmaker of the offense. Wish they did it more often. Same here, E. Same here, E. I really wish they would like let Queen orchestrate a bit more. And look, on cue, Queen makes a pass to Alvarado, extends the lead. 4 points for Alvarado, man. That was a hell of a pass. Queen got 7 assists. Then here comes Cisco again. Here come fucking Cisco cooking oil again with a big bucket. He got 15 points. Say we need a Jaylen Brown type muff. Yes, Rod. That's exactly like that type of personality, that type of dog. Jaylen Brown. I think Jaylen Brown would have been awesome here. When I was saying trade for Jaylen Brown, people thought I was crazy. I think Jaylen Brown got an argument to be MVP this season, honestly. I really think he got a real argument to be MVP. If you talk about the true nature of what the MVP is, I think he got one of the best arguments. Now, of course, Shea is probably going to win it, but I do think Jaylen has quite the argument to be MVP. You say JB hates me having Jose in my game with Poole. Yeah, I didn't like that substitution. But it get to the point where if you starting Fears, you know, he got to take a break at some point. That was a huge bucket right there by Jose got 5 assists though, Bree. Jose passing the ball. That was a huge make right there by Trey. Trey showing his entire. See, we can't get a fucking rebound though. Can't get a rebound. Trey showing his entire arsenal. Trey is showing his entire offensive arsenal tonight. I thought for sure Dini was about to shoot a motherfucking air ball right there. I thought for sure that was an air ball. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought that was an air ball, straight up and down. I don't know who Cisco is. I ain't never seen him before in my life. I need to start watching the Blazers more. I started watching them when they was winning, but as soon as they start losing, I ain't gonna lie, I bailed on them. Fucking injuries start stacking up. Okay, damn, that was halfway down. We got lucky right there. They need that dude Kamara to. If the Pelicans need that dude Kamara to keep shooting, and the Blazers need him to stop shooting. Sadiq Bey got 7 fucking rebounds, y'all. Sadiq Bey been battling on them boards. Sadiq Bey got 7 rebounds and 4 of them offensive. He's been battling on the boards. Oh, that's so goofy. Yeah, Kamara, go sit down. That dude Kamara is terrible. Sadiq Bey been battling on them motherfucking boards like a monster. He got 4 offensive boards. 4 offensive boards. He's been battling. He's been battling for real, for real. He been battling like a dog. But see, Dini, I don't even know what Dini was trying to do. Dini having a terrible game. All right, they're taking Queen out. So Poole is on you, big dog. It's on you, JP. No pressure. Your first game back is on you, big dog. Oh, you say E-Dog said you spoke to his girlfriend the other game and he's happy as hell to be playing again. Shout out to him, man. I'm happy for him. Again, dog, I thought Sadiq Bey was about to get a nice contract before he got injured in Atlanta. Cause he was fucking ball. Shit, he was balling the game he got injured. And he's tough. When he tore his ACL, he still went to the free throw line and hit his free throws. He's tough. He got some dog in him, for real, for real. So they got this dude out there, I guess, to help with the boards. Jose, shut up, man. Stop arguing. Just be cool. Calm down, Jose. What y'all think? Y'all think the refs end up calling another tech this game? Cause they seem to have changed the officiating a bit. Do y'all think they call another tech this game though? Oh, Eve, let's go. Eve balling. Let's fucking go, Eve. Good defense. Good defense right there by Trey also. That's Rupert. Okay, so how many fouls is that, y'all? So they're not in the bonus just yet, but that has to be at least 3 fouls on Portland, if I'm not mistaken. The Tackling Insight say, didn't Sadiq drop a 50? Yes, Sadiq dropped 50 in Detroit. I think he dropped 50. If I'm not mistaken, was it against the Lakers? Was it against the Lakers? It was against the Lakers or the Hawks, I think. I forgot who he dropped 50 against. Let me see. See, that wasn't a bad shot by Jose. That wasn't a bad shot, but you know, you got to read the room a little bit. Get the ball to Trey there. Oh, the Pelicans got lucky right there. But see, PV got to secure the rebound right there. The Pelicans got lucky with that miss. See, I thought James Borrego said Queen was the offense we need to run through him while he's in the game. I don't know. I kind of take the things James say with a grain of salt right now, to be honest. Game Osborne said we need a real alpha with personality. Poole is, but because of past events, he doesn't get the respect to be the main draw. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, his public persona kind of gets a lot of backlash because of, you know, the punch and some of the things that we've seen on like the Shaq and the Fool type things. The score right now is 94-91 Pelicans in the third quarter with 3 minutes left. And the Pelicans are in the bonus. Yeah, we got Michael Peavy in. So far, it hasn't hurt. Though, Eve Messi been playing some great defense. Eve Messi has been playing some great fucking defense tonight. Great defense. And Trey is balling right now. Trey is fucking balling. Now, what I would like to see, right, in the fourth quarter is Trey continue to get the basketball. Trey needs to continue to get the fucking basketball. But he's balling right now. He is balling. He balling. He's showing the entire arsenal. He hit a couple middies, the floaters, dunks, Has he even hit a 3 tonight? I'm not sure he even hit a 3. Let me see. Has Trey hit a fucking 3 tonight? No, Trey is 9 for 11 from the field and only took 1 3 so far tonight. That's crazy. That's a hell of a game. 21 points on 11 shots. 21 points on 11 shots and with no threes made. You say, damn, JP has 13 points. Yeah. Yeah. And that's all in the first half, if I'm not mistaken. Because I don't think Poole has scored in the second half yet, X. I think that's all in the first half. Say, be aggressive, Trey. That's what we need. Yeah, game Osborne facts. Like, in the fourth quarter, you got to pass the ball to Will, man. Wait, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I see E-Dog say he can't hear me. Can y'all hear me? Let me make sure this shit working right. Hold up. Check. Yeah, it sound good. My bad, E-Dog. I'm not sure what's happening, E-Dog. But yeah, Trey, we can't go ghost now in the fourth quarter. We can't go ghost in the fourth quarter, and that go for the Pelicans too. Like, hey man, pass the ball to Will, bro. Pass the ball to Will in that fucking fourth quarter, man. Don't go ghost now. Don't start tripping. Pass the ball to Will, man. You know, Jose, Fears. Make sure the hot hand get the ball, man. Make sure the hot hand get fed. Oh, no, it's all good, E. I appreciate it. I thought I had disconnected my mic or something. I'm about to get a new mic also. Say, love that Jordan Poole has 7 threes attempted to the team. Let me see, I'm sorry. Love that Jordan Poole has. Seems like the team is scared to take them. Yeah, that's another thing. Jordan Poole, from beyond the three-point line and at the free throw line, is extremely effective. Sadiq Bey been getting to the line a lot as well because of his offensive rebounding. That's another reason why, again, I would have liked to see a 2-big lineup. See, that's the thing, bro. You can do shit the wrong way and get away with it all the time. That's why some of these losses ain't really no excuse for them, because it ain't like you making great decisions and shit just didn't work out. You're doing shit wrong and you're losing. Like tonight, you should have ran a 2-big lineup. But it ain't biting you in the ass just yet because the other team ain't got no center. But you should have did it. It's just, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't want to keep complaining, though. I just want to win. That's all I care about is winning. Jay Black said, get the likes up. Yes, indeed. Please hit that like button for me, fam. I appreciate y'all. Louisiana Gal said, does Jose for Jordan Clarkson make sense salary-wise? I don't know how much Jordan Clarkson making offhand, Louisiana Gal. I'm not sure what he's making offhand because he signed as a free agent, right? Oh my God! Who the fuck is Cisco? Who is this guy? Who is he? Who is he? Who the fuck is this Cisco? Who is this Cisco? Big putback right there by Michael Peavy. Who the fuck is this Cisco? Who is this man? Whose man is this? Sebastian, whoa, what up with you, Sebastian? Man, who is Sebastian? You know who Cisco is? I ain't never heard of this dude in my life. This dude got 20 points. I ain't never heard of this man in my life. Jesus. DQ say, I'm sorry. Spectacular Insight say, Derik Queen had 7 assists, 0 turnovers. Great team play from our rook. Love the ratio. Yes, he should have the ball in his hands more, honestly. You know, but I've been talking about that for too long at this point. I'm starting to get frustrated by it, truthfully. Ugh. Free throws, boy. That's what I'm saying. It's the Blazers trying to give this game away. They're not trying to win because they missing their free throws as well. They missed about 3 regular free throws and a technical free throw, if I'm not mistaken. So they're not trying to win either. If you're the Pelicans, you got to take advantage. You got to take advantage. JP missed, but keep shooting that shit, JP. Keep shooting that shit. Don't be scared to shoot that shit. You got to shoot till you find your rhythm. It is what it is. That's your brother, Cisco? Oh, okay. Well, your brother lighten up the fucking joint. I ain't gonna lie to you. Your brother lighten up the joint tonight. This is crazy. There you go, Eve. Big fucking block by Eve. There you go, Eve. Ah. Dog, Eve balling, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Eve is balling. Eve is balling. Boy, Jeremy Grant looks so trash now. It's crazy. Jeremy Grant look trash now. Compared to how he used to look, I mean. Yeah, that was a great defensive possession right there, but big. Eve was like all over the fucking floor. All over the floor. All right, make your free throws, McGowans. We need them, McDowell. Borrego can't have Fierce Queen Trey on the bench to start the fourth. Yeah, I hope he don't go with that. He gotta at least have Trey in the game to start the fourth. You can't go with that prevent offense again, dog. It just don't make no sense. It hasn't worked for you yet. Just do something different. Cisco averages 4.9 points a game. Oh my God. Career fucking night for him. Career night. Then you got people like what's his name? Kamara. He can't make shit right now. And he usually be lighting the joint up. But you got somebody like Cisco taking his place, hitting all the fucking buckets. Hey, Poole trying to find his rhythm. Why couldn't he come back during the next game for all that? Yeah, I agree. I don't understand, especially against another Western Conference opponent when you desperately need the win and you need them to lose. I would have liked to see him come back a little sooner than that. What is he doing? Oh, Borrego tripping. Yo, Borrego called timeout. He has 3 timeouts left. So that means in the fourth quarter, he's going to have 2 timeouts for the entirety of the fourth quarter. Why call timeout right there? Wait, what the fuck was that? You're going to have, if you lose this challenge, you're going to have 2 timeouts for the entirety of the fourth. This don't make no sense. And it's out on McGowans. That's clearly out on McGowans. Hold up, bro. I don't like that call. Yeah, McGowan's been solid. McGowan's he's done his job. You think that's off Portland? You think it's off Portland? I don't know, because it go by who. That's close. Because McGowan's hit him. I'm about to say hit him from the back, but McGowan's the one deflected the pass. But it looked like it's off. Oh boy, fingertip. That is close. That's close. But why would you even challenge that down 5? I mean, up 5 with 1 minute left in the third. Now you can't call timeout in the fourth. You can't call timeout in the fourth period. Like, what are you doing? That didn't make no sense. That didn't make a ton of sense. Now you got to go down here and score. If the Pelicans have to score in this possession, in my opinion, you got to score to at least make the challenge worthwhile. Because wait, so they won't be charged. They won't be charged with the timeout. So now you still have the timeout. Okay. Boy, it's better to be lucky than good. Cause what the fuck was that? It is better to be lucky than good. Cause that was dumb. Okay, so now they got 3. Okay, cool. They got 3. Oh, big shot right there by Jordan Poole. They had to go score right there. They had to score. Thank God. Yeah, you had to score right there. That was a big bucket right there by Jordan Poole. Hopefully that wakes him up and he starts to find his rhythm again. Because he got 15 points. Jose got 6 assists. So he's distributing the ball well. He just got to tone down the turnovers and superhero shots. Thiago Splitter coaching the goddamn Blazers. Boy, the Blazers got the yips. Good defense right there by the Pelicans. That was great defense by Eve and Micah Peavy. Great defense by Eve and Micah Peavy. Great defense. Great defense by Eve and Micah Peavy there. Say Jose lucky he got 6 assists. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, he shook the fuck out of him just now. That boy Poole shook the fuck out Grant. Oh, yo, nobody. Jose, oh my God. Boy, that was a huge 3 right there by Bryce. That's 7 assists for Jose. Boy, that was a huge 3 by Bryce. That was a huge 3 by Bryce. That was a major 3 by Bryce, dog. That was a crazy into the quarter right there by the Pelicans. That was a crazy into the quarter right there by the Pelicans. That was a huge 3. Huge three right there by Bryce, dog. Huge three. Yeah, Bryce is all right. Bryce is decent. He was really good in the G League. I know that don't always translate, but he was really good in the G League. Yeah, you know what? If it's a tight game though, especially on a defensive possession, you gotta take Jose out the game. Because you got the series that happened last game against the Spurs, where Jose caused like on defense alone, he had about 3 possessions where they went right at him. Then you had the game before that versus Minnesota, where I don't know if it was a switch or what happened, but you had Jose guarding Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards goes all the way to the cup, ties the fucking game up. You just can't have Jose in the game in the crunch on the defensive possession. Just don't do it, please. Just don't do it, please. Look, Fist of the Black Star. I agree with you. He said Jose is extremely impactful. I don't know how we even part ways with him for less than an unprotected first or two. Oh yeah, I need at least like Jose to me is like the heart and soul of this organization. I need at least an unprotected first if I'm gonna trade Jose Alvarado. You could convince me with a couple of seconds, but my first ask is gonna be an unprotected first. Trey said crazy thing is our second rounders that come to this team plays better than Hawk. Man, yeah, Hawk. Goddamn Hawk. Juan, what's happening with you, Clarence? What's up, my dog? Yeah, it really do look like Hawk is firmly out of the rotation if this team stays healthy moving forward, because you can't really say he better than Micah Peavy right now. He damn sure not better than McGowan's right now. You know he not better than Poole. You know he not better than Jose, and you drafted him first. So it was just, come on. I mean, you drafted him, what, pick 14? Come on, man. Terrible. Rod said, shout out to Bryce. Hawk is never seen the court again. And it don't look likely. It don't look likely. I ain't gonna lie. Jaden say, Chaz, the Pelicans have to play more man than all of their zone. They're better playing in man than zone, Chaz. You think? Yeah, I agree. I think. But see, the thing, if they playing man, since they don't really have strong defenders, they'll end up in a bonus a lot earlier, getting beat off the dribble. But with zone, you giving up so many fucking threes, it's almost like it don't matter. Like, you just give it, it ain't like you stopping nobody anyway. You might as well try something different at this stage. Good defense right there by Eve. Like, you got to try something different. And the Pelicans got to stop voluntarily switching, because the Pelicans switch every fucking thing. Man, I just saw, look, damn, y'all see Hawkins on the bench? Hawkins ain't even clapping his hands. On that block just now that Eve had, everybody was clapping. Hawkins just looked like this. Like, he ain't even clapping his hands. Oh, man. All right, so the Pelicans got to extend the lead here. I like that at least Jordan Poole starting the third. Oh, my God. All right, so you got Jordan Poole starting the third. So Jordan Poole and McGowan's are like your offensive engines right now to start this quarter. So that's better than nothing, I guess. And Jose, you know, that wasn't the best shot. It was halfway down, but that wasn't the best shot by Jose. Certainly was not the best shot by Jose whatsoever. Wasn't the best shot at all. So Bryce and Poole is on you, my dog. Bryce and Poole is on you. Jay Black said if they run zone, it need to be 4 out, 1 in. Jay said it need to be 4 out, 1 in. All right, so with the Pelicans, all right, so Derik Queen coming into the game for Eve. I would like to see Eve and Derik Queen play together right now, though. Pause. So as long as Portland don't hit a 3, we should be all right. As long as Portland don't start hitting 3s, the Pelicans should be okay. Now, Hawkins look like it's cold. It ain't even cold in there. This motherfucker, yo, you got, goddamn, dog. I don't know, bro. I know. Ooh, boy, that was a good no call. Oh, big 3 right there by Bryce. Huge 3 by Bryce. Man, Bryce might get 20 points tonight. Huge 3 by Bryce. Yes, indeed. Please believe it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. But see, man, what the fuck was that? That was a great recovery right there by Queen. Great deflection by Jose. But hey, do y'all notice something though, y'all? Do y'all notice, again, the Pelicans play differently every single night. The Pelicans tonight have played totally differently than they played last night. That's just how the Pelicans are. The Pelicans play differently every single night. Yeah, Bryce has absolutely been an X factor tonight. He had 2 fucking huge threes, especially that 3 in the third quarter. Eve has 5 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds and 5 blocks. Shout out to motherfucking Eve. Eve been balling since he been back. I ain't gonna lie. Eve been balling since he been back. For real, for real. Look, they ain't even give Hawkins a full warm up. They ain't even give him a top. They're like, you stay cold, motherfucker. You don't need no jacket. They ain't even give him a top to the warm up. He got a t-shirt and some sweats, some rip away sweats. Boy, I thought that was about to be a motherfucking bank 3 off the glass. I was gonna be sick. Ah, that shit was halfway down for Poole. Son of a bitch. Good defense. Boy, this is a real physical topsy-turvy game. Oh, Michael Peavy with a big 3. Oh, Michael Peavy with a huge 3. There's too much time left in this game. Yo, Deanie been awful. Yo, Deanie has been awful. I told y'all Michael Peavy was going to be all right. And look, Michael Peavy got in the game, and the Pelicans didn't skip a beat. Okay, Derik Queen with a big bucket. Jose might get a double-double. Jose got 8 points. 8 assists. Jose might get a double-double. Yo, I ain't gonna see Jordan Poole. To me, Jordan Poole just changed the entire dynamic of the game tonight, bro. And Bryce, of course. And Bryce McGowans, of course. But he changed a lot of the dynamic of this game tonight, dog. Absolutely. Look how these dudes are. These dudes ain't been this happy and excited in such a long time. Now, it's 9 minutes left, though. It's 9 minutes left. You're up 12. What you can't do is let go of the rope. You don't want to let go of the rope. 9 minutes left. You're up 12. Don't let go of the rope. I'm looking at it. I don't know. It looked like did the ball go off his leg? Y'all think the ball went off his leg? Or y'all think it was a clear deflection? You say Portland got a forfeit? Yeah, Portland got too many people out to overcome, I think. But, let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Deanie 4 for 13, right? Kamara, he 2 for 6 from beyond the arc. Deanie 1 for 4 from beyond the arc. Shade and Sharp. Damn, did the Blazers play last night or are they playing tomorrow? Because what the fuck? They minutes look weird as hell. Damn, boy, them injuries piling up on their ass. But hey, can't feel sorry for them. Nobody feels sorry for the Pelicans. The Pelicans need to win this motherfucking game. Yeah, Trey. To be fair, they don't have Drew Kling, Robin Williams, or Scoot, Matisse Steibel. They don't have most of their team, honestly. But yet and still, the Pelicans have lost to more injured teams. So at this point, they just got to win, dog. Like, I don't think the Pelicans got a chance to really make the play-in no more. It would take an unforeseen winning streak. I'm talking about they would have to go like 9-1, then go 9-1 again. Yo, appreciate you, Clarence, with the $10, my dog. Thank you for the super chat, fam. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much, fam. Yeah, like the Pelicans would have to put together some, extended winning streaks like 9-1, 9-1, some shit like that. A couple of them to really get back into, the fold because the Blazers are at 9 wins. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what, Bree? Stranger things have happened. Who was it one year? The Rockets that won like 20 games in a row or some shit? Stranger things have happened. Maybe they do for a good 20-game win streak. Spectacular Insight say you think JP can average 22 and 3 for the Pelicans? Yeah, absolutely. I think he could easily average that. Spectacular. I think he could easily average that. I think he could average 22 and 3 easily. We can't get a fucking 3-game win streak. I'm talking about 9-1. I'm talking about, yeah, we need multiple 10-game win streaks. We can't win 3. Ooh, that was all ball. Looked like all ball to me. Good defense right there by Poole. Really good defense. But see, that's the thing, Jay Black. Now, if the good thing is, if you make the play-in, at least you got an opportunity to advance. But if you don't make the play-in, you like with the way the Pelicans headed, they automatically giving up a top 5 pick. Automatically. So the goal need to be to at least get the pick out of the top 5. Like if you could just say I traded away pick 7 or pick 8, that ain't no big deal. But if you giving up if you traded away fucking pick 2, I like Derik Queen a lot, but I don't give a fuck what happens. If you trade away pick 2, you look crazy as hell. Oh Lord, Cisco back in the game? Yeah, see, they set Cisco for too long. They'd be winning if they played Cisco. I thought Jordan Poole started off the season playing really good defense, Bree, to be honest. I think once the Willie shit happened and he was coming off the bench, it was like, fuck it. How Queen looking? He looking all right. He looking all right, man. He's slow and steady. Slow and steady win the race. He looking all right. He looking all right. Passing the ball, not making no boneheaded plays, hitting big buckets. He looking all right. He looking all right. Not turning the ball over. Say goal is to get to the 7th seed. Whew. I don't know, Jay Black. A lot would have to happen, dog. See, it's one thing. See, other teams are injured, so there's a window open. Oh, look at that big shot by Derik Queen. Jose got 9 assists. Like, other things, you know, other teams are injured, but the Pelicans just lost too many games that were winnable and that they just couldn't get over the hump with, dog. And it's really going to be tough to close that gap with a lot of teams. You need the Clippers to lose. You need Memphis to lose. You need Portland to start losing. You need the Suns to lose. Like, you just need too much to go perfect for the Pelicans. It's kind of tough. Boy, I know you ain't do that, Spectacular Insight. You see, you put 10 grand on the Pelicans to be the 1 seed. I hope you joking, brother. I hope that I hope that ain't happen. I hope that ain't happen, dog. I hope that didn't happen. Maybe if it come out that Willie Green was rigging games, you'll get a rebate or something. We had $9,000 rebate. That's another huge bucket right there by McGowan's, man. McGowan's fucking balling. McGowan's got 18 points tonight, y'all, off the bench. 18 off the bench. 18 off the bench. Yes, indeed. They go Shaden Sharp. He been a no-show tonight, for real, for real. He been a bit of a disappointment to me just generally, though. I thought Shaden Sharp was going to be better. He's really talented, but he just don't be winning. Like, he don't play winning basketball necessarily. But the crazy thing is, you don't know how much of that is him because Chauncey was allegedly throwing games. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really know who to blame on the Blazers. Bree said, you see what happened when Herb gone? Yes. I have noticed that the offensive uptick has been significantly better since Herb has been out tonight. I have noticed. And 1! Call the fucking and 1, man. Damn, that was an and 1 on that Poole drive. That was an and 1 on that damn Poole drive. Oh boy, what the fuck was that? Louisiana Gal say Pels play the Bulls on Sunday, another winnable game. Yeah, it's winnable. It is winnable. I hope the Bulls ain't coming, trying to get no get back, but it's definitely a winnable game. Damn, I'm about to say we might not see Trey the rest of this fucking game. Can y'all hear me? Oh, you saying Grant glitched? Oh yeah, Grant was tripping. I don't know what the fuck his problem was right there. Get off of me! The fuck off of me! I told y'all! Y'all see the graphic? I told y'all! I told y'all about Jordan Poole! I told you! Now what? Oh, he talking shit! He's staring at the camera! He talking shit! He talking cash money shit! Oh! That boy talking shit! That boy talking shit. Oh, that boy talking shit. Oh. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. Dakari Hammond say chances this start of the season worse than last year? Absolutely. Undoubtedly, Dakari is definitely worse than last year. Let me see. Yo, I got them JP3 shirts in the description. If y'all want to cop one of the JP3 shirts from the team, the Cheddar Chaz team store, I got them JP3 shirts in the link in the description on my my Bonfire team store. That boy is fucking balling. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. Finally a fierce trade Poole lineup. Been waiting all season for it. Hey, I wouldn't get my hopes up after this timeout. He probably about to take Poole out the game. He probably gonna be like, all right, it's enough of that shit. Come sit down next to me, JP. Like I wouldn't be shocked. And that's how weird shit has been. That's really how weird shit has been. You see, Young Weezer say he's screaming at the seats. Yeah, he's saying, get up! Shit like, you talking to me? Ain't nobody in this bitch. So, but you know what? They got, it's 6 minutes and 43 seconds left. What you can't let them do is go on like 16-0 run or nothing stupid. And that's stuff that the Pelicans do. So just don't let them do nothing stupid. Just keep, at least if you keep scoring, you ain't got to worry about stopping them from scoring as long as you keep scoring. Shit. Whoa, what's happening with your Nola Chop? You know what's funny? Most of the day today, I didn't even know who the Pelicans were playing. I didn't know who the Pelicans were playing most of the day. I just say it doesn't matter at this point. Just fucking win, bro. Nothing matters but the win. Louisiana gal say, Chad, you like a wet towel sometimes. Why rain on my parade with that line? Look, I'm sorry. I just try to keep it real. I'm sorry. I just try to keep it real because that shit like that been pissing me off. I be like, all right, he scored 3 buckets in a row. Surely he's going to finish the game. Then you look up and you're like, well, he's subbing them out. Like, what the fuck is this? Why? Like, just let the man play, man. Feed the damn hot hand. Poole, back pass, competitive lead. Fuck, watch out, OKC. Oh, yeah, OKC days are numbered fucking with the Pelicans. They days are numbered. Ta-ta, Turbo, man. Fuck you thought this was. And just like that, see, that Poole defense got them shook. They just turned the ball over on the ATO. That Poole defense got them shook. J. Cass, are you doing the show? You mean the post-game show? Yeah, I'm doing a post-game show tonight. Hold up. That Street Fighter trailer go. Oh, the Street Fighter trailer out? I ain't see it. I saw the Supergirl trailer. I ain't see the Street Fighter trailer. What y'all think about 50 Cent's Borrego? I think they got a lot of wrestlers in there, so it's gonna be interesting. They got a lot of wrestlers in there. Brandon Williams say he talking to Willie Green. Yeah, he probably calling them a hoe. I hope Willie Green got a surround sound system like the old days. Oh! That boy dunked with 2 hands this time, y'all. He dunked with 2 hands this time, y'all. Let's go! Let's fucking go, man. Look, they told Zion sit his ass down. Because Zion was standing up. They like, there's enough of that. Sit down, bro. We don't want you to get a fucking sciatica standing up. Yeah, that's a nice lineup, man. Oh! Oh! I told y'all! Oh! Oh, that boy balling. Oh, shit. Yes, indeed. Please believe it. Birdman Jr. Please believe it. Oh, now Bryce. Oh, my God. What's happening here? Oh, my God. We got the Splash Brothers. We got the motherfucking Splash Brothers. We balling. Oh. And, yo, big shout out to Jeremiah Fairs for not forcing the issue tonight. I want to give a big shout out to Jeremiah Fairs for not forcing the issue tonight. Major shout out to Jeremiah Fairs. All right, Jordan Poole. So you know Jordan Poole probably about to get a standing ovation tonight. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Boy, look, hey, I take any win I could get. It's better to be lucky than good. It's better to be lucky than good. Let me tell you that. I take any win I could get. Yeah, it feel good, right? It's 5 minutes left. Can we get a running clock, please? Shit. What's the current lineup, Rock? Sadiq Bey, Derik Queen, Jeremiah Fizz, Bryce McGowan, and Trey Murphy. Oh boy, Deanie, they gonna end up trading Deanie. They gonna end up trading Deanie because Deanie shit the bed against the Raptors too, and he absolutely shit the bed tonight. That was a very questionable foul. Let's see. Yeah, Fizz made a couple good passes the last couple of games. He had one in the first quarter to Trey in the right corner on a driving kick versus the Nets. And he had another one last game. So he's picking up like some of the nuances of being a point guard as far as driving and kicking because he can get downhill at will with his handle and first step. Say can't beat 3 and 22 pounds, Deanie. Oh yeah, Deanie had an awful game tonight. I mean, awful. Look at Coach Jordan showing love to Eve Meesey because Eve was fucking balling. Victoria Taylor said, "Hey Chaz, it feels really good. I've been waiting for this." Yes, don't it feel good to be a winner? Don't it feels right to win? Big 3 by Trey right there. Trey got 24. Poole got 22. Bryce got 23. P there. C there. Mama there. P there. Ain't no salary cap on top of my dollars. Them boys fucking balling. I think that's Kamara, first 3 of the game. Let's see. Hold up. We got to play like this every night. You know what's funny, most hated? And I don't want to throw no negativity into the conversation. But truthfully, I think this is more so how they want to play. But the question is, can you play like this and maximize Derik Queen? Because Derik Queen, oh, nice midi right there from my dog Jeremiah Fizz. Derik Queen, you know, don't really play like this. So can you play like this as the Pelicans and maximize Derik Queen is the question. And that's going to be a show. This is the perfect segue to my show tomorrow, man. If you're not a member, make sure you join the membership tomorrow, dog. For real, for real. Because I'm going to be talking about this tonight. This game, the last 2 games, perfectly encompass everything I've been saying about the Borrego dilemma. Like tonight, right? If you look at historically how James Borrego has played, he's played through guards, right? Played through guards. Can you maximize Derik Queen playing this way? That's the question. But me, I don't give a fuck as long as you win. I don't care what you do at this point. You say it was a blessing in disguise. Herb got ejected, so Bryce got shined. You know what, Trey? I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, Trey. People be thinking it's disrespectful, and I don't mean no disrespect when I say it. But I be telling people, dog, Herb Jones is like the tank captain. Herb Jones is like the tank dog to me. I feel like, you know, this year is a lot less proven than prior years, but I feel like the team is better without Herb. Like that's just my opinion. You know, I could be wrong, but I just feel like the team overall is better without Herb. Genuinely. Say Bryce with 7 boards playing good defense, nice value player. Yeah, man. Hey, just take the win. I said just take the win. 59 bench points, and you got Poole and Bryce combining for what? About 45 of those. That's incredible. That's incredible. Trey stepping up. Fear stepping up. Sadiq Bey killing them on the boards. Eve Meesey killing them defensively. Derik Queen passing that ball. What's his name? Jose Alvarado passing the ball, not making too many boneheaded mistakes. Y'all saw that driving kick right there by Fears? That's growth. That's growth by Jeremiah Fears. Jeremiah Fears got 6 rebounds. Dog, if we can get that type of shooting from Trey, Bryce, Poole, and the Bay, we can be really good. I think, now, of course, it's an outlier game for Bryce and an outlier game for Trey, because I don't think Trey's only got 1 made 3 tonight. I think he's, 1 for 3? Something like that. So it's a bit of an outlier game. But the fact that you got Jordan Poole and Bryce, they not scared to shoot the ball. They going to keep shooting that motherfucker. And it's a lot easier to keep shooting that motherfucker when you leading. So the fact that they not afraid to shoot really gives the team a better chance to win. Because Jordan Poole, he didn't care that he was missing. And it got to a point where he was missing so much, he was like, all right, I'm about to start driving this shit. And he kept getting to the bucket untouched. He was doing his thing. Say, go ahead and get your stats, Fizz. I know you're over under. Oh, Bree, I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with his over under. Damn, boy, the Clippers and the Rockets in a motherfucking dog fight. I just got off work trying to make some bread. What's the score? Shout out to Bayou Rat. Right now, the score is 136 to 113 Pelicans. Matter of fact, it's 115 to 136 Pelicans. The Blazers, matter of fact, it's 117 to 136 Pelicans. The Blazers just scored back to back. But the Pelicans got this game in the bag. It's over. The Pelicans won. Bronx say, bro, we look like a new team. We're going to the playoffs. Nah, but this is a good game. Yeah, I agree. I think, look, man, you know, I just like to take my win and go on about my business. You know what I'm saying? You rob a bank, don't even stop to count the money. Just go ahead, take your little W and go on about your business. That's how I am right now. I'm taking my little W and I'm heading out. I am heading the fuck out. That's how I'm gonna take my W. Hold up, my C. Trade. Jay Black said it. 3-team. I think he mean this team or the team is better when without Herb, Willie Green not running PG Herb. Yeah, that point guard Herb shit was Point Herb was not good. I like how Herb played last game and a little bit this game, but I think that Point Herb shit did everybody a disservice. Carlo! My son! Carlo! My son Carlo! Oh, and Hawkins. That boy look, Carlo, I'm sorry, Hawkins hitting a 3 off the Carlo assist. Carlo got a block, a rebound, and an assist. Carlo got a block, a rebound, and an assist in like 30 seconds. He's a bad man. He definitely my son. A block, a rebound, assist in 30 seconds. He's definitely my son. That boy balling. Let's see. Yo, you got to sell high, man. Hawkins just hit a big 3. Got to sell high, man. Hawkins the type of shooter a lot of teams need. What Jose got, 13 assists or some shit like that? Jose got about 13 assists. Hawkins he hitting threes. Man, we could, a team, them contenders, they need players like Jose and Hawkins. Contenders need players like Jose and Hawkins. Seriously. That's how you get a win. I mean, that's how you all gonna win a championship. Just give us a first unprotected for Jose and Hawkins. We'll give them both to you for one unprotected first. We'll take it. I think the double tech is the worst call in basketball. I honestly think it is. The double tech is the worst call in basketball. Beautiful day to be a Pels fan. Yeah, beautiful day to be a Pels fan. Look, like DMX said. Was that DMX? No, it might have been Pop. Say, after the darkest night always comes a sunny day. Oh, Carlo! Hey, look, man. Somebody had to throw us a bone at some point. That's why, look, I'm keeping the pressure on all fucking season. I can retire that one win meme that I've been tweeting. But I'm keeping the pressure on all season. I ain't giving nobody no passes. You got to win some fucking games. I don't give a fuck what's going on. Win some games. Yes, indeed. P. Fowler say, people call me what they want, but the Pels season not over. It's a lot of, look, they go old school. Look at old school behind Joel and AD. Look at old school. Oh, appreciate you, Victoria Taylor. Thank you so much for the 20-piece. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Y'all saw old school behind them, boys? Y'all saw old school behind them? Oh, man. Yeah, Carlo, you tripping, my dog. Too much dip on your chip, Carlo. We got 2 blown dunks in the same game, y'all. What the fuck is going on? But look, we're not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Let's just take the win and get out here before they realize this ain't our credit card. We got to take the win and get out of here before they realize this a counterfeit bill and there's not our name on the credit card. Shout out to Jordan Poole. Welcome back. Yes, indeed. But I will also give a major shout out to the entire team. playing within their role. They played within their role. They didn't do too much. They played within their role. You know what I'm saying? You got to beat teams like this. You got the talent advantage on paper. You gotta beat teams like this. You got to. And tonight they did it. He said the murder rate dropped 5%. Oh yeah, look, you can walk your dog at night right now. You can go to your mailbox. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. You go to your mailbox. It's like when the Saints won the Super Bowl. You can go to you can walk down the street with y'all got them Jordan Gamma Blues. Did y'all get them Gamma Blues? I ain't get them. I'm not a big sneaker person, but they got them Gamma Blues out. You can walk down the street with your Gamma Blues right now. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. They played their roles, man. They played their roles. Nobody had too much dip on their chip. Nobody really played out of their wheelhouse. And that's why you win tonight. You got major contributions off the bench with Jordan Poole and Bryce McGowens particularly. Eve Messi was incredible defensively, in my opinion. Derik Queen distributed the ball well. Even though he wasn't much of the focal point of the offense, he still did his job well and effectively. What the fuck? This is interesting. I thought they interviewing Bryce McGowens. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. Shout out to Bryce, man. See, Breezy said we might go back to Live City when Zion back. Maybe. I don't want to put no expectation. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to put no expectation on Zion being back. Not that he won't be back, but I don't want to put no expectation on Zion being back. See, AD drew a jab at Willie at the end of the game. Would tell me this team doesn't look better under JB. Well, AD, Willie, you know, I don't know, dog. Cause to me it's like arguing over who's the tallest little person, right? Because if we being honest, now, no what? Never mind. Fuck it. Let's just enjoy the win. Let's just enjoy the motherfucking win. Let's just enjoy the win. You know, I posted we better beat the Bulls. I hope so, because the Bulls going through hell right now. They play the Hornets Sunday. They play the Hornets Friday. Hopefully they don't get any confidence. But again, you're not going to necessarily have the advantages that you had for the size, from the size standpoint versus the Bulls. But if the Pelicans get out early, punch them in the mouth, get down here to the free throw line, run them off the line, they can stack a win together. And hopefully if they can get about 5-6 wins in December, man, you know, maybe we could make something happen. Maybe we can make something happen. I don't know. I don't want to put no expectations on it, but maybe we can make something happen. I do think Zion is coming back, but I just don't want to put no expectations on nobody's performance. You got y'all got them Cookie Crisp, them Chips Ahoy. Y'all see that big ass rat he got on his ankle? Lord, please don't let us know anything crazy tomorrow. I see that big ass rat he got on his ankle. Willie was a historically bad as a head coach for us. Anybody else was almost a guaranteed upgrade. You know what's crazy to see, Breezy? I would say almost anyone else, because I was saying that too. And anyway, you know, I don't know. Look at Jay Black showing love to the people. I said Jay Black. Look at Jordan Poole showing love to the people. Jay Black said Jordan Poole's my favorite player right now, then Queen. For sure. Shout out to Jordan Poole, man. Shout out to Derik Queen. Brianna Aubrey said, I'm sorry, Brian. I keep doing that, Brian. My mistake. I apologize. Brian said one game at a time. Yeah, man. Just stack days. Stack days. Trey said the Zion fanboys and boot crew are still going to make excuses. You mean for him not playing? At the end of the day, if you can't make the club in the tub, dog. If you can't play, I can't use you. And you got to go about your business if you can't play. I'm just going to be honest. And that go for everybody. If you can't play, I can't use you. And look, if Wemby, and shout out to Wemby, he's so young, man. I hope this ain't the case. But if Wemby keep getting hurt, it's going to be the same thing for him. If Ja keep getting hurt, same thing for him. Zach Edey keep getting hurt. I don't care how talented you are. If you can't play, I can't use you. You got to go on about your business. But tonight was a great victory. Good game. I'm happy for Jordan Poole. Shout out to all the Jordan Poole fans, man. Denzel, what's happening with your dog? Who brought Bryce in? I think Bryce is a Troy Weaver fine. I think Bryce is a Troy Weaver and Joe Dumars fine. So shout out to them. Shout out to the guys, man. Rod, I hope Herb get too mysterious texting that game. Yeah, hopefully he texts a referee. Like, yeah, bitch, I ain't forget about what happened. Like, oh, you're out of here. You're suspended. You're like, damn, the Pelicans went on a 4-game winning streak without Herb. No, I'm just playing. I hope Herb be all right. Shout out to Audio Facts. Say, once DeJounte and Zion get back next month, this team could be lethal. Just trade Herb for a 3-and-D guy. And stretch 5, we need to go get Ball. See, that's another thing too. I'm gonna talk about it more tomorrow on the member show, but it'll be tough because the Pelicans got all their roster spots occupied. So it'll be tough because DeJounte makes so much money that if you sent him out, you'll be taking back multiple players. So you got to find a way to create more roster spots. So whatever the Pelicans do, it's either like it'll be tough for them not to stack players. If they do a trade, I say if they do manage to pull off a trade, more than likely it's going to be multiple players going out for the Pelicans. And maybe one or two players coming back for the Pelicans, and maybe they create a roster spot to sign somebody. And but they still got to duck the tax, of course. But yo, shout out to all y'all, man. I'm about to go do you say Bryce is a Borrego fine. He played for him in Charlotte. I don't know Louisiana Gal if they would have. I mean, it's possible because I do know that they brought in I think they brought in Eve Meesey at I think that was at Willie Green's request. I can't be sure. But I know not trading Token. I forgot Token name already. Token 2.0, not Token 1. What was that in the LP? Token 2.0 really scouted Eve and brought Eve in. I think you seeing kind of what they imagine Eve being right now. But if Bryce did, I do remember Bryce playing for Borrego in Charlotte, and he had a hell of a G League run, so he balling. But yo, man, we gonna run back the collaboration. Thank you, Game Osborne. I appreciate you as well, brother. Always appreciate your support and all y'all, man. Yo, we gonna run Bryson Graham. Thank you, Candid. I appreciate you, Candid. You always looking out for a brother. Bryson Graham, aka Token 2. He a friend of the show. I'm gonna run back the collaboration me and Jake did. While the collaboration playing, man, please let's get them likes up. I appreciate everybody. Membership show dropping tomorrow. Let's run back. Let's run it back in celebration of the win.
The New Orleans Pelicans will have a 15-man roster this year. Hi, I'm Jack Mattersnot, potential member of the media, filling in for Cheddar Chaz here on this special edition of the Locked In Podcast. Locked In Podcast, coming to you 7 days a week. No one else is wasting your time like this. No hot takes or drama or entertaining trade ideas or information about how the team can get better. Just bullshit. Water is wet. A pig is pork. Houston got the hose. Jose is from New York. Today's episode is brought to you by the Daiquiri Shop on Chef, a Shade Tree Mechanic, Juanita's Bumper Curls, the Chinese food store. Anybody want to buy a station wagon? The Check Cashing Place. Random Spoons. Hello? Yeah, you can pay me for you can pay me in scotch. Never know how, yeah. Yes, yeah. No, it don't matter what kind of scotch. Is Zion Williamson on the keto diet? Find out in the third segment. Miyako's Hibachi. What's the place that be selling all the candy and shit? Yeah, them. You want to know if Rip is on the hot seat? Butt bars. Built bars. City Trends. And one mixtape tour. Bam the Hat Fiend. I need you to braid my hair, baby. Teen Wolf 2. You want to know who this team is signing this offseason? Swagmans. What else meant today's show? Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Coming to you 7 days a week. No one else is wasting your time like this. Hit that like button and share button. I'm out.
Yo, I am out. I'm about to go do the post-game show. Much love to y'all. Shout out to y'all for all the support. I will see y'all tomorrow for my members. And we'll be back. We'll be playing Chicago Sunday. So Sunday, I will see y'all for this show. And I will see y'all for the post game. So I'm out. Peace. Be